Hey, what up, YouTube? This your boy, the Solo Traveler ORD. Yo, thanks for checking me out. Yeah, I'm glad that, hey, I'm back with another Thursday video going live. Now, for those of you that don't know, I'm going live every Thursday due to my crazy schedule. So this is the best time for me to go live. So I'm kind of excited about the guest that I have today. I know it's been a while since I've actually had a guest here on the show. But before I introduce him, hold on, I'm gonna say what up to all the early birds that are here. I want to say what up to Bert. Yo, what's going on, man? Appreciate you being here. Salute to the Brooklyn GQ. Same thing with Jay Clyde, man. Glad that you made it, man. I might have to have you come up at one point. But a lot of things I know you be holding back, but hey, this is a safe place here. You can say what you want to say, man. I'm joking, man. But yo, I want to introduce this person who man, I've been a fan of his work for years. The first time I ever saw his work was when he was talking about the Alcon Blue Butterfly, and I was like, whoa, who is this guy? The way that he broke that down. This is like, I think about 4 or 5 years ago, or something like that. And then of course, he had several different different channels and so forth before then, and even now. And I'm just like, yo, when I heard that video, I was hooked. I'm like, who is this person? It was like basically, how you got those dope MCs that be out there, such as, let's say, like a Most Def, like a Inspector Deck from Wu-Tang, whatever. Like, this guy, he was giving like facts, and I was just like, yo, this guy right here, he got some fire. And since then, as you can see, this guy, a lot of his videos have been going viral recently, and I'm glad that he's finally getting all the accolades, everything that he deserves, because he's been going hard. Like, he's been going hard for years. So, but I want to bring up my good man, Yesh Honest, Yesh Brazil.
What up, baby?
What up, man? What up, man? I got to give you the Brazil. Real song, boy.
Oh, nice.
I'm glad to have you on, man, because you know what? Like I said, I've been a fan. I don't even think do you even still have that video about talking about the butterfly? Or do you even remember that video?
It's still up, but many people don't watch it. Many people don't watch it, believe it or not.
Man, that was a dope video. When I saw, I'm like, yo, this guy, he's spitting hot.
Yeah,
fire,
I tried to
man.
go intellectual, my little soft little intellectuals, but many people don't. But it's still up. I might revisit it and put it up and push it forward so new people can see it.
Yeah, you got to, man. And especially when you be dropping them bombs, man. Every time I used to hear them bombs, I'm like, oh shit. Going in.
Yeah, I tried, man. I tried. But I started dropping bombs. I was like, I heard it back in Funk Flex and I heard it back in those days in the 90s, and so I just brought that to YouTube, and it worked out, yo.
And that's where I stole my bomb from. I actually stole it from Funk Flex, one of his recordings. So this one here. I clipped that copy, clipped it, and took that one.
Yeah, I did too. I was like, forget that. I grew up on that. And DJ Clue, all of them.
Hell yeah.
But shout out to your audience, man. I want to thank you for having me here, man. It's been a while. We've been trying to link up for a while. So like,
it's been my fault.
This is dope. Yeah.
He actually said it on his channel that we've been trying to do it for a whole year. I can't believe it's been a whole year since we've been trying to link up. And March has been my fault.
That's crazy.
Because y'all know I've been busy.
Time go by like that, bro.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it when he said that. I was like, really?
Yeah,
one whole year.
Time got quick. It go by quick. But you've been working on stuff. You've been getting your stuff situated, the house and all that. So people got to understand, you're a busy dude, man. You're a very busy dude. So I'm honored, because I told him I was going on here today, and hopefully people from that side of my channel can come over here and also join in and make sure they add to the movement, man. This passport movement is growing. It's growing heavy. So
and the old MP, man. Oh, you know what? Before I even go any further, I gotta represent. You know, I actually wearing the official shirt right here, man. You know, man, gotta represent.
In Passport we trust, baby.
Yo, I
In
wear this
Passport we
every
trust.
single time I travel on my travel day as I'm
Seriously?
going through the airport. Yeah, every single time. So
Oh man.
usually representing.
Yeah, I like the setup too in the background too. I always like your setup, man.
Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate that, man. You know, with the you can't see too much with that
Oh,
one, but
yeah, you can't, but you can flip the screens and everything, man. I need to get my thing up now. I don't.
Man, I know, man. It's just hey, when you got so much stuff going on, I only did this when I had the time. Now it's like I don't even have the time to even try to invest more. I want to get another camera, but only issue is that just I don't want to spend another $1,000 right now. I'm like,
Nah, man. I paid $3,500 for a camera. I ain't doing it.
yeah. Oh man,
I ain't doing it.
you get that one, you like, no, that's it. Not
Yeah.
including the lenses.
Yeah, you gotta get the lenses, the kit, everything with the whole entire kit. And it's like, oh, and then somebody tell you, yo, you should get this lens. You know them that we be nerding out. And they be like, yo, this lens is not good. I'm like, what the hell? I just went and they told me the specs for this lens match this. It does this. No, I think it's so there. People will have you spending $10,000-$15,000 if you let them.
Yeah, especially all on YouTube. YouTube boy got that bag going through all the videos trying to find out about lenses and everything. Yo.
Oh no, I'm broke. I ain't got that. What's my man name? That the top guy. What's his name? He got like 1.4 million subscribers. What's the black guy name?
Which one? For travels or
no, for the camera, for the technology. What's his name? You know who I'm talking about.
It's about Washington? That guy last name Washington? Or
no, he a skinny black dude. He into tech and he present all of the cameras and stuff. What the hell is his name? But everybody know him or whatever like that. So it's like it's crazy to me because watching his stuff, it'll make you want to like pay for and buy new stuff. But
I swear, man.
Yeah, it'll make your money. I forgot his name. Damn, I wish I had his name. But
that's why I had to start watching a lot of those YouTube videos, man. I basically just stopped watching camera videos for the past year because I know that each time I watch it, it's like you want it and you be like, yo, I could use that. I could do something else. You want to, add on to what you got. And once you add that up, it ain't it ain't nice. 1 year, I think I spent about $10,000 just on the equipment alone. I'm
man.
just like, oh.
I just bought a recent GoPro. I cracked one of them, so I bought another one. I got a DJI Pocket, and I'm about to get another one. I'm about to buy all type of mics for this new camera that I got. I'm thinking about getting a brand new drone. So it's like it's crazy, man.
Man, I'm done with the drones, man. The one right here, that's it.
That's all you getting?
That's it, man. I'm done for now, man. After from having a Phantom to this one, I'm just like, you know what? Hey, spending $1,000, then you got to buy the batteries and everything. I'm just like, man, you know what?
Yeah, man. I remember. I think I paid close to $2,000 for my drone. I was like, what the hell?
You must have got the package with the batteries and all the other stuff.
Yeah, I got the batteries. I got a couple more propellers. I wanted that universal remote that they got for DJI, but I didn't get the universal remote yet. So I want that universal remote that go to many of the DJI drones. And I'm thinking about getting that. That remote alone costs like $600 or more. They probably dropped the price a little bit, but it's still close to about $600.
Oh man, just for the remote. Just think about that. How much money, and then, we out here traveling too. So all you see is just spending money,
Yeah, but the remote is dope because you don't have to link your phone to it. It got the screen by itself where you don't have to add the phone to it. So that's why I want it. So I'm like, man, if you think about it, it eliminates a whole bunch of it eliminates your travel space. It eliminates you having to use your phone and it's overheating and stuff like that. So it's like it goes into our favor, man. So that's why I was thinking about getting it.
But how do you save it? Is there an SD card on there or I'm sorry, I take that back. I'm not even thinking right because it's been a while since I used my drone. Yeah, exactly, man. So that shows you.
No,
I haven't used my drone.
But the crazy part about it, you could record. It's all like DJI. You could record from your phone or the drone. That's what like they give you that option where you can record from the drone or the phone because it saves it to the app, which it creates a lot of space in your phone. But to me, that's good. So salute, shout out to Don. Don, what up, bro?
Yeah, I gotta drop a bomb for Don Jesus, man. Thanks for coming through. You know, Solo and Yes, the real ones. Yeah, man. Yo, good. You're a good guy, man. I talk to him a lot offline, man. Real good guy. He should be going to Cali sometime soon, man. I hope you have a good time when you do. Oh, no. I think you're going to somewhere else, Pereira or so. But man, have a good time.
Man, you know, have a dope ass time. Yo, thank you for the what you call it. Solo Traveler ORD could get a drink when he go out the country with that money, man. Shout out to him. Thanks for getting him a drink, bro. Because listen, he's a good guy, man. Y'all don't understand. He's a real smooth, laid back type of guy, and that's what we want in the travel industry. We don't want a lot of loose cannons and hot heads and all of that type of stuff. We want fellas that's doing a thing that really take this travel seriously. And you do. And I can honestly say you do. When Jay Clyde introduced me to you, I went crazy. But we don't mean to keep going. But if you want, you can start whatever you're trying to do. I didn't mean to overtalk, man.
Yo, man, you all good, man. It's all organic. And hey, I don't mind that, man. I'm just enjoying shooting the breeze with you.
Yeah.
Start geeking out on all our, equipment and everything,
Yeah, because we could go into the specs and what it does. So we could go into all of that, the shooting time, the shot time and all of that. So go ahead, my bad, bro. Yeah.
We got Jay Clyde said he had a drone incident last time he was in Medellin. He got to buy a new one. Oh man, because I know he be using them for his hotel videos and Airbnbs.
Oh, I remember. I remember what happened, man. He went to go fly it, and it went over the fence, and he couldn't get over the fence to get it. It sat there for like 3 or 4 days or some shit like that. So he had to leave it and come back.
Oh man, yo, I had an incident like that too with my boy Buckets. He was flying it at night. He flew it off one of the I don't know if you know the guy named James. He actually passed away about a year ago, and we were at his penthouse, and he flew it off his penthouse like it's like 10 o'clock at night.
Oh hell no!
But he does is he put like strobe lights on it so you can see it. But even then, for me, I may got 20/20 vision, but I don't believe that. But I don't know how you can see it at night. So somehow he actually had he ran out of power on the drone. The energy was dying, so he actually had to drop it down and I forgot where it was. It was like in the middle of a street. Thank God security guards was right there because that drone was gonna be gone. So as soon as he sat that down, boy, we got to running and jump in the car, and use Google GPS to get that, man. But yo, lucky him.
That's crazy. Lucky him, boy. Them things go for and one time I had an incident, and I'm gonna tell your audience, yo, I went to Brazil, right? I got dropped off at VCP Airport. If anybody know anything about Brazil, VCP is in Sao Paulo, is known as the rich airport in Sao Paulo. And I dropped my drone, I put it in a locker. I went to the city. Y'all saw me at Avenida Paulista, which is an hour and 30 to 45 minutes away. I left there from the airport, went all the way to Avenida Paulista, an hour and some change away. When I did that, here's the crazy part about it. When I did that, that's what RIP to Yusuf Latif. RIP to him. Yeah. Nobody give him his credit. Everybody don't mention Yusuf Latif. But y'all see, I met him. Well, it was on the day that Yusuf and I met. So Yusuf shook my hand. He was like, all right, Yesh, go to the airport. Yo, I'll see you later, whatever like that. I wish you had more time. Sid was there also. You see Sid in our latest video. Sid was in there. His name's Sid O'Wiley or something like that. I don't know Sid's last name, but he always in there with us. And Sid was there. So I shook both of their hands. Them some husky type guys. So they be in the gym. So, well, RIP to Yusuf. He used to be in the gym. But next thing out of nowhere, I went to the airport, GRU. So I was like, where in the hell? So I went to go look for my drone and realized when I landed it, when I got dropped off at the airport, is at VCP. Yo, I'm telling you, Charlotte Solo ORD. Let me tell you exactly what happened. It was at VCP. I left it at the airport for 2 years in the locker room.
What?
When I went back 2 years later, close to 3 years later, it was still in that locker.
Straight up. Whoa, wait a minute. So, wait a minute. For 2 years. 2 years. So they ain't never try to crack that locker. Don't you?
Nope.
You pay one-time fee. That's it for the locker.
Never paid again. Never paid again.
Man.
My drone, when I went 2 years later, my drone was in there. My headphones, I got these dope-ass cordless headphones. My headphones were in there. I gave it to Brazilians. They was like, you giving this to me? Like nice, expensive headphones. I was like, they've been in there for 2 years. I bought new ones. Gave it to Brazilians, gave them some clothes, gave them some brand new sneakers who could fit them. And I just handed it to Brazil. That whole bag I gave to Brazil, except my drone.
He said, you ain't gonna get that drone.
Nah, they wasn't getting that drone, bro.
Look at them like,
you big dummy.
That ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen.
No, you ain't getting that drone. You ain't getting that drone. But the drone, but here's the crazy part about it. I brought them a drone. Like I said, because they was asking, can they have and get the lights up? Get the lights up. Man, this is Solo Traveler ORD channel. Y'all hit the like button. And next year, out of nowhere, I came back to the States, and I brought them a drone. I brought all of the little kids a drone. I brought a couple drones. I brought a drone for the little kids, like 7 years old. I brought a couple other ones for the bigger kids. And the drone I bought, one little kid was trying to take over it, and I had to put that to a stop. So what I did was, I said, yo, y'all get this a certain amount of time, and I broke it down. But they said when he left, he acted like he had control of it, and then he eventually broke it.
Oh, shit. Well, yeah, how much was it? Was it the expensive one? Was it one like
it was probably like $190 or some shit.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was a
really decent one.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, talking about Brazil, you just coming back from Brazil, or where you coming back from?
Yeah, I was coming back from Brazil. I had to come back. I told you what I do, so offline. So I had to come back and make sure everything's straight or whatever like that. And I already know how much time, my time limit. So I spoke to J. Claude and Gregor. I said, what should I do? They gave me the advice, and I was like, all right, cool. So it was my time to come back, make sure everything was cool in management. When you're in management and training and showing people what to do, you got to be around. You got to be around. So that's what I did. I came back. I was in Brazil for about, 2 days and 3 nights or something like that, or 3 days and 3 nights. So I just wanted to go out there. I had people to see. I wanted to get my rocks off also. I wanted to get my rocks off. But yeah, so that's what I did. So I had fun. And y'all see, I really wasn't spent on even getting my rocks off. That's crazy. I went out there for a mission and still wasn't focused on that. Like, I still wasn't, like, my mind wasn't even focused on that. I was like, yo, I'm done dealing with it. After I was done doing that, and I was like, yo, what can I? But it was so cold out there. Brazil was like so chilly. Right now, it's like up and down.
Yeah, wintertime. Okay.
Yeah, up and down. Like when you go to other parts of South America, it's up and down. So it's like crazy. I seen people in Costa Rica recently sent me a picture. They got coats on, like winter jackets, like you're in New York City. And I'm like, what in the hell?
Well, we know how they are, especially like the funniest one that they gives me is in Medellin. When it gets to about 72 degrees at nighttime, they want to bring out they Parker coats out. I'll be looking at them like, get out of here, man. You don't know what cold is, man. Ain't got time for this.
They don't. And I was sitting up there like, but then at certain times, I'm coming from heat in Atlanta. It's like 90-something degrees per day. And to leave Atlanta and go straight into 50 degrees at night. Yeah. My body was like, we understand you don't get cold, but yo, that switched instantly because it was like a spur of the moment trip. So it was like that My body wasn't. So yeah, I was in Brazil. I was chilling out with Marco on the beach. Y'all ever go down to Brazil, y'all gotta chill with Marco. He number 147 on the beach. Cool as hell, take care of you. Y'all see I was getting a massage live. That massage worked out. She felt like, it was so crazy. She was pushing, and you remember, this was this past weekend. And she was pushing on the bottom of my feet. She said, you got back problems in this area. The Colombia lady that was on camera, she's actually from Colombia. And
she was in Brazil.
Yeah, she lives in Brazil. She left Colombia and trekked all the way down to Rio for the money. And a Dominican Republic chick was down there. She's from the Dominican Republic. Then another chick from Bogota was the one who y'all saw on the side. She's from Bogota. Then you got the dude who was selling me that and I didn't get a chance to pay him. So when I get back, I'm gonna give him double. But you seen him? He's been out there for years. He's from Barranquilla. So all these people from Colombia are in Brazil, yo. So
I didn't know that. I never would have thought that because, well, I ain't gonna lie, but the one time I went to Brazil, man, I had a good time, but because I speak Spanish, I don't speak Portuguese. It was harder for me because I would talk to them in Spanish, they would reply back to me in Portuguese. I'd be like, shit, here we go.
Yeah. People say it's the same. That always cracked me up when people say it's the same, but then when you hear the pronunciation of the words, two totally different words to pronounce it. And that's what I'll be telling people. Stop saying, I get that the words are the same and it's similar because when you read it, but when the pronunciation of Brazilians, you won't know what the hell they're talking about, especially in the favelas. In the favelas, you won't know what they're talking about. So that's what a lot of people get confused, man.
Yeah, because whenever I read it, I'm like, oh, okay, I understand what that means. I mean, you could, you could read it and it's like, okay, it looks just like Spanish. Okay, I could get that. But then when they spit that to you, you be like, what? What the hell?
You start
come back again.
It start getting confusing in the mind. It start getting confusing in the mind. So that's what I always tell people. Watch, like, I hear all of that, but on paper versus pronunciation, enunciation, and all of that, the vernacular, how they spit it, the accent marks, all of that is different. The diphthongs, the accent marks, it is all a part of it. All a part of it. So
what's your favorite city to go to in Brazil?
The best city I had the best fun. I'm talking about minus the women. Now we're talking about minus the women. The best state I was in was Amazonas. That's in the Amazon. That was the best state I've ever had in Brazil. The most relaxing state in Brazil to me was Espírito Santo. And that's like in the upper eastern part of Brazil. That's where the Queen Victoria, that's where y'all see the statue of the Queen from hundreds of years ago. That's her statue. So that Espírito Santo was the most relaxing and is the most wealthiest people I see driving some of the most expensive cars on earth, living. So it was in Espírito Santo. So that was the most relaxing. So, but the best part I've been to was Amazonas, the Amazon, Brazil.
Bring up the map a little bit for those that, curious or so. Of course, I want to suggest, of course, I'm sure you want to suggest people to go there if you don't know how to speak the language or so.
Yeah, you got to go all the way up. It's going to you got to go all the way up. I can't really see it.
I'm trying to zoom in here.
Okay, let's see.
Might be hard for you to see.
Let's see. You see when Manaus is? It say M-A. Do you see that over there to the left? Look to the left. M-A-N-A-U. No. Go back down with the map. Go back down.
Right. Here we go. Is it by
No, go
Brasilia?
Keep going down. Go.
Right.
Bring the map down. No. Bring the map back up, I mean.
Oh, my fault.
So go the opposite way. Yeah, back
bring
up.
It up.
Yeah, back up. Keep going. Right there to the left.
All right. So it's like right up over here.
Is like, if you see Brazil, look at Brazil, the word Brazil.
Yep.
Look to the left. You see M-A-N right there. Look to the left.
Oh, here we go. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, man, you way out there. Oh,
yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yo, you ain't playing.
No. That's not it. Wait.
That's not it?
Go back. Go back. No. Right
let me
up.
bring it
Look,
back a little
you
bit.
see where that little water line is? Go
yeah,
all
right
the way
here.
the state. Don't move. Don't move the screen.
All right.
But you see MANAUS. You see it up there?
MAN. Oh shit, man, I'm over here. I can't even see that shit.
You don't see that up there? Right at the top. It's right. Don't move the screen.
Oh, here we go. I'm
yeah,
over here
there
looking
you
at
go.
something else, man.
That's right there.
Sorry,
That's
man.
where I was. There you
I'm
go.
slow over here. Sorry, yeah, I'm slow, but
Yeah. That's where I was. Right there. That's the Amazon.
Yo, you still out there. It don't even
Yeah, that's what I was.
How do you even well, I'm sure I'm no Brazil, they have their own like airlines and everything. You have to, how many planes you have to catch to get there?
Yeah, I had to take 3 planes.
Yo.
At the time it was 3 planes. Now it's probably like 2. You probably gotta go to GRU and then come back up. But at the time I took it, it was 3 planes. That's all I could get was 3. You had to go to 3 different spots in Brazil just to get to the Amazon. But now all you got to do is go to Panama and leave from Panama. You could go to either Fortaleza from Panama or the Amazon. I think they started the flights again.
Nice.
Yeah, you could. All you got to do is go to Panama City, Panama, and then you could leave from there and go to the Amazon.
Nice. Thanks for sharing that, because I'm like, yo, that's out there, man. That's something I would like to do, but I know I won't be able to really do it. Not with with me speaking Spanish, man. I'm like,
no, but get this. But get this. All of that shit that happened with Venezuela, all of them have went to the Amazon.
Oh, okay.
Man, there's lots of Venezuelans in the Amazon right now. And you know what they're doing out there too. You know what comes with that.
Oh yeah.
That's why I keep telling people like, yo, the Amazon, or you get away from that area, yo, they find their way into these other parts of these countries and start doing the same thing that they did in their country. So So all I was meeting with, y'all see when I was live in Amazon, you saw the Venezuelan guy came up and started talking to me, trying to sell me some stuff. So he literally tried to sell me. I'm like, yo, I'm good. He was like, nah, hey man, buy this. And I started speaking Spanish to him. You could hear it on camera. That's why I wish Grego asked me this earlier. He said, man, I wish you still had your old channel where you could get all of that old content. I had over 2,000 videos on that channel, man.
Oh man.
2,000 videos on that channel.
And then at the same time, you blown up on TikTok. You know what I mean? Right now.
Yeah, I know.
For those that don't know. Yo, I mean, I'm looking at all your videos and they be on point, on fire. I mean, even just like I would tell you offline that, you know, even Dennis Sperling, he actually shared one of your videos. And I was like, oh snap.
Yeah, I'm humbled, man. I'm humbled. Because a lot of people don't know, like some people, this is what a lot of people was telling me. They was emailing me this, and it was even friends, close friends of mine. They was like, yo, you've been doing the same thing for years. You've been doing the same exact thing for years, breaking down stuff. You even have some of us baffled at some of the stuff that you come up with. And he said, and I know a lot of content creators been listening to you and they've been taking your stuff, but they never want to ever say your name. He said, I just can't get why they never wanted to mention you. They'd mention everybody else, but they wouldn't mention you. And I was like, well, it is the way it is. It's the way it is in life. So
me, I'm making sure I let everybody know. Every time I travel, shirts and everything, like, yo.
Yo.
Oh, man.
Do you know, cats, this is why I don't share people's names to certain videos. Because you know cats are trying to run to her latest videos now about that passport video and try to hurry up and get it before I get it. So it's just funny, man.
Yeah, this is what I'm sharing right here. Just, because when I saw the video, I'm like, yeah, I already seen that video. You shared that, I think it was yesterday or so, or yesterday or 2 days ago. Yeah, I watched that. I be checking them out. And then once I saw it, I'm like, yeah, he represent. He pulled from you, man.
Because nobody so knew that. Like all the videos, people be like, yo, will you be finding it? I always get emails. Where you be finding these videos at? But I'm never gonna tell nobody that secret. Yeah, I'm never gonna tell.
Yeah, I'll be trying to help out at times. I'll be trying to see some of the crazy stuff, whatever I see. You probably get them way before I even see them.
Like some videos I'll see it, but I won't do a video on them. But then somebody else would do a video like 3 days later. But I saw that video 3 days before they saw it. And I could have did a video on it. But if the numbers ain't right, I look at it. If they got a lot of views for the video, I'm not gonna do it. If she in there just attacking a certain demographic or group of men or color or ethnicity, I'm not gonna do it. Like if they going hard.
Oh yeah.
I'm just not gonna do it. And if I do a video with them going hard, I just use that. Like I was the first one with that therapist video. So all the people went and grabbed that therapist video after I put it out. But I put it out. So they saw it. Then they start sharing on other platforms like they did with me on Instagram. Somebody ripped my video, put it on Instagram, and I didn't know they put it on Instagram. A lady at the job told me, she was like, yo, this is you? And I was like, what you mean this is me? She was like, you not in the video, but I see your website in there. And I was like, yeah, that's my website. I was like, who? She said somebody took your video and put it on Instagram. And now there is men and women in the comment section on Instagram battling.
Oh man,
they battling hard, going at each other. Yo, y'all just going over here for them cheap women and the men coming back with them. Oh, y'all just mad that we don't want y'all. Man, this is a war online right now between men and women as far as dating.
I gotta tell you this, man. Mervin, no, cause he's right here. Mervin, he was here and everything. But yo, I be using your videos to troll at a lot of the Kevin Samuel groups. I be putting your video in there just to be pissing the women off. They be so pissed off. I be in there rolling.
At my videos?
Yeah, your videos, man. You remember a couple times I be like,
I don't mention race. I don't mention.
It's just because, they feel, because they ain't got their stuff in order. A lot of those women in those groups, because here's the thing, those women in those groups, they're already upset. They don't like Kevin Samuels, so they actually go in those groups just so that they could, fight with dudes, just to talk crap. So basically, I'm like, oh, well, this is like, if you're bored or whatever, if you got some time in your hands, I just go up in there dropping bombs and I just dip out. I just come back later and see all the stuff that goes on.
Yo, you trolling hard, bro. You trolling hard.
Yo, I be having a good time with that, man. I'm like, yo, hey, whatever, man.
Yeah,
some laughs and giggles.
You trolling hard, bro. You trolling hard.
That might be asking sometimes like, yo, let me get that video. Put them on
go
that
ahead.
group.
That's what I told you. I said, yo, rip whatever because y'all don't understand this. People think I get offended about it, but it's helping out the channel. Like, I'm like, yo, it's helping it because I just got 500 new subscribers and all on the strength of you guys. So I'm not getting offended by it. I'm not catching, you get what I'm saying? You even got people that take my video, rip it, and blur me out. They'll blur me, they'll rip me out and take the video. I don't mind. Like, as long as because my website is going to pop up over the lady's face. So I was like, I don't get offended.
Yeah, I try to make sure I promote every time. What I do is, depending on what type of video it is, I try to like throw a link to your YouTube channel and so forth. So it all depends on what's going on. So, but I'll be dropping bombs in there with your content. I'm like,
and I'm gonna keep finding exclusive videos because I know how to do it. Like I know how to find these videos like a diamond in the rough. So if I put it out there, man, it's for everybody, man. I don't own that person's content, and they don't own mine. So,
actually, speaking of videos, this is actually a good segue into what I wanted to go over with you.
Let's get it.
With all the stuff that's been going on, with passport and everything, we've been having a lot of light shine on us and so forth. So we've been, the biggest topic of attention of what's going on. We're the new it for right now. Again, especially with Diddy coaches and the POAs and the game dudes and everything. So there was a recording that was I guess a live that happened yesterday on Jessica's X show, and this stuff was so ignorantly hilarious. So that's what it was. It is ignorant to the point that it was just hilarious what was being said. So even the host had to had to wheel it in like, yo, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? What you say makes no sense. And it's like, well, you know what? You guys gonna take a look at this, man. For those of you that haven't looked at it, I'm gonna bring up the video and I'm gonna get I'm gonna get his reaction. I'm gonna give you guys my reaction and so forth because this is actually pretty good. I'll pause this here, trying to cue it up. So I'm gonna share it here. I should call this segment "Things That PUA Coaches Say."
Oh shit!
Oh man, it's gonna be a good one. Let me share the audio here and let's bring this up here. So, have you had a chance to watch this yesterday? What was released or so?
I'm gonna be real with you, and God's honest truth, I don't watch none of this.
Okay,
I don't watch none of this content. It's so many people talking negative about passport guys. So this would be spur of the moment live.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be good, man.
This would be spur of the moment live.
And first, I'm gonna say fair use. Fair use. And shout outs to Jessica X. If you wanna, watch the entire video, go to her channel and so forth. So, but check this out, guys. This is pretty interesting. I'm gonna press play. Enjoy the fuckery.
So yeah, Platinum, you were about to respond to, because you're saying that there's pimps and there's soft for going over there to deal with softer women, and I was saying that's a smart thing.
You got like an echo.
If you're going
I do. Hold on.
American women, you're a simp. If you're going overseas because you are attracted to foreign women.
Hold on. Let me get rid of that echo.
Yeah, it's like something playing in the background. Yeah.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna play it again. Hopefully, you guys can hear it. Can you hear it?
No, we can't hear it now.
All right, hold on. Yeah, because I won't be.
You might have to put on your headphones.
Yeah, that's the whole thing about coming back and trying to, work the equipment. Since I've been gone for so long. Can you? Can you hear it?
No, still can't hear it.
No. All right, man. I'm sorry. You guys may have to deal with the echo for a little bit. I'm gonna try to pull the mic away. You know what? I know how I can fix this. Hold on. I'm gonna bring down this volume here. That's why you guys are getting the echo. So bear with me, guys. Like I said, coming back, trying to get back into this whole YouTube thing, trying to, trying to get well adjusted to what it used to be.
That's what I'm talking about. Hey, but you here. And that's all we need. We need you to be here. Giving out this travel content. Shout out to everybody watching. Hit the like, man. We should be at over 30 likes. Hit the like button. Shout out to Grego. Grego, what up, man? Shout out to everybody watching.
Coming through. I gotta have him on the show because I've had Jay Clyde. I got you. Now I gotta get Grego, man.
Hell yeah. Grego need to be on here. Grego go home. Shout out to him.
Let me bring this back. Let me know if you guys can hear this. If you can hear this.
If you're going overseas because of American women, you're a simp. If you're going overseas because you are attracted to foreign women, you want a foreign wife, that's what you want. You really don't, the women here, white, black, candy stripe, you can smash. But you don't want. That's different. That's not a simp. That's a simp, though, running out of here because he can't get no play here. And the women over here is laughing at him, and he a joke. And you got to run and take your marbles home yourself. It's a lot of simps in his face. They're simps. They're afraid of American women. They ain't got no mouthpiece. And they ain't even admit it. They don't have no game. They want to go somewhere where women play nice. You're a simp.
That's part one.
Yeah. That's some of the dumbest shit I ever heard, man.
I know. Yo.
I don't know. You could go to the next one. You want me to talk? What you want me to do?
I guess, one thing I would say is that to not want someone that's feminine, I think that's kind of stupid in itself. If you want somebody hard, that's, to me, that looks kind of, you want another man. That's basically what you want. That's just me. That's what it sounds like.
That's just dumb. That's just straight up stupid talk. He said, yo, if you want to go overseas or whatever like that, you want something different. You want something feminine. And he said they playing nice. How could they play nice when you're not giving them anything? Now, not every guy is giving them, not every guy is not giving them. Some dudes do go over there and they just want to pay. But I'm like, what's the difference here? Like, if you look at what happens here in America, prostitution, they get arrested every year from during prostitution. People get arrested from 70 to 80,000 people get arrested per year. That costs the American public, which is you traveler, you everyday worker, you business owner, or whatever. Every time these people get arrested per year for prostitution in the United States of America, between 70 to 80,000 people or more, you pay out of your taxpayers' pockets, you pay over $200 million in costs because they get arrested. Because they get arrested.
And then
so I'm paying, if I'm a trick, then I must be a trick also for the government because I'm paying for you idiots in the United States who want dudes to stay here, and you cool with your pimping and you ain't got game and all of this. You cool with wanting them to pay, but you don't talk about even the prostitution side of it, where us people who are regular people are paying at the tune of $200 million per year with all of the arrests that happen in prostitution. That's coming out of my tax dollars that I work hard. I've been working since I was 14 years old, that I worked hard for, and that's going to this government, whether state or federal. You mean to tell me I'm supposed to be cool with that or stuff like that, but then when you go overseas, it's a problem.
Yeah.
So go ahead, my bad.
Yeah, the more I go, hey man, you all good, man. Let it rip. Because you know what? The more I go into this, you start hearing all the contradictions, and you were like, really? Really, homie?
So here rather we pay taxes and all of that, and we burn money that way, versus them guys. Hey, them dudes that want to pay, not everybody wants to pay. That's what I'm saying. How the way he's presenting it is everybody's in the same trick bag. Everybody's in the same dudes that want to go over there and pay for vagina. He thinks everybody, the lady I just came from in Brazil a couple days ago, y'all see me with a woman, the woman who face I blurred out, I didn't have to give her nothing. So I'm like, yo, everybody don't have, and she's beautiful, and I wish she would, but she was like, nah, I want to be part of that internet stuff. And I respect it, but everybody don't have to pay when they go overseas. Do you got to pay when you go to gentlemen's clubs, strip clubs, and stuff like that? Yeah, you got to. But most people don't want to play because they got wives or girlfriends overseas, so they don't have to pay. Y'all think and people say, well, you sending them money in the interim. Some guys don't send them shit. Yeah, like I know guys that don't send them nothing, like Jay Clyde. But look at his chick, dedicated. She don't play that. When he come into town, she's like, you with me. Me and you are together. So you got instances like that. Plenty of guys with that same experience. And Andre, he's living with his woman overseas. So it's like, yo, people crack me up how they think it's a one-trick pony when it's not. But go ahead, my bad.
Yeah, I know, man. Yo, that's what it is. But let me continue on, because this is not even the bad part. The bad part is way near the end where he gets fired up. So hold on, let's go to the next one.
You dudes don't want to deal with women because you want a set game. You want to win it don't work that way. Relations ain't no guarantee. You want a guarantee. Forget this game. Forget game. You want a guarantee. You're a loser. End of discussion.
That's just dumb, man. This guy got the brain cells of a fucking rock. He got the brain cells of a fucking rock, bro.
Of course I want things to work. What the hell? You want me to lose? What the hell?
Who is this guy? He sounds like a Bishop Magic Don Juan type, the way he talked. That's what I thought this was at first.
No, man, this guy's name is Platinum Elite. I get the behind story about him. I get that he's a game guy, and he always talk about spinning game to women and so forth.
Yeah, he sounds like he's trying to be like Bishop. Like he got that. He got that cadence in his voice.
Exactly, man. And he go Ash L. he said his streams is dumb as fuck. Yo, man. Yo, you know what?
How do they
You can,
listen to that shit?
it's a comedy hour with him. Just listen to the ignorant, dumb stuff that comes out of his mouth. I mean, it is like, really, dude? Really?
This is dumb. That shit sound crazy.
Here's an Andre. Andre, I love crossing borders. Yo, thanks so much for the 10 mil. He
says, shout out to Andre, man.
He said that's why he don't do those panels. Too many feminine men. Yo, man, that's how it be. That's how it be.
Yo, his brain cells were fried, man.
Let me go to the next one.
Look, relationships are not fair. There's winners and there's losers. The losers whine, complain, kick their heels, and they don't work that way, bro. You only live once. That's what you got to remember out here. Think about what you're doing. Choose your women wisely. Choose your slaw wisely.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna choose my women wisely. I'm gonna take that flight. You know,
that's exactly what you're gonna do. He said, "Yo, there's some winners and there's losers. If we got a court system, what I said the other day, you got a court system where the men are taking a brunt of what we call losing, right? With alimony, even if they don't have exorbitant amount of money, they still have to pay alimony depending on how much they make, right? You got alimony, you got child support, you got all of. So I'm like, why would a dude win? Even a chick who you can not want to be with her anymore could make your life a living hell in the United States of America, because y'all live together, y'all share a lease together, all of that. All of that stuff matters, right? And why would you want to put yourself through that, right? To go through all of this different type of stuff with women like this. And we get it. There's a winners and there's losers. So if I know I get a better response from just femininity, they said, and he thinking about comfortability and safety is a bad thing. You see how rogue these guys are who are dating coaches or dudes with game? Their mindsets are rogue, because why wouldn't I want security? Why wouldn't I know if I go to a particular country and I know I get a certain response from a woman, and we don't have to go to all these countries that these men are promoting, which have been westernized. Again, there's 190 plus countries. So I'm like, why wouldn't I go to these countries? And I get a better response from femininity. I get a better response from, her vernacular. I get a better response from her energy. I get a better response for her acumen, her again, emotional organization, which is her acumen. I get a better response from all of that. You mean to tell me if I've gotten that response because I went over there once, twice, or that's a bad thing for me to want to go seek that from a particular country versus taking a chance in a country with this full of entitlement, full of people wanting to play victim, full of people always complaining about stuff, full of these women in relationships that always bring hell, always want to be verbally abusive and all of this type of stuff. You think if he's cool with that, he wants to fight, he wants to take that chance, that's on him. But we're not knocking him. We're just saying, yo, leave us the F alone. But go ahead.
Exactly. Man. Yeah. Bomb, please. I'm sorry, man. I had to use that one, man.
Yo, shout out to you. I ain't say that in a long time now.
Yo, man. I tell you, man, I used to watch videos.
Yo, shout out to you, man.
He said, hey, Andre said, why do we act surprised when Ray doesn't know what the hell he's talking about? Hey man, it's comedy hour. This is what this is for. I'm getting this is a great laugh. The ignorance. When I was watching this stream, I was laughing my ass off.
Is she a brilliant lady? The lady, did she ask poignant questions?
Oh, yeah, she does. So you start hearing later on, some of the stuff that she says, because she was like, yo, what are you talking about? I mean, are you contradicting yourself? But I made sure I just have mostly him because it was comedy, straight comedy. I'm gonna go to the next one.
Okay.
And you guys are in South America, brother, and that's a garbage can. You're not even pulling women out of nice places. You're picking your women out of the trash. I don't want a Guatemalan. I don't want a Peruvian. I don't want an Argentinian. I'm saying this, and I understand world dynamics, and I'm speaking to the losers. You dudes are not even sleeping with winners. Your women are coming from South America, fucking garbage can. A human trash can. You're no different than when Fox News posts the convoy who comes to pick tomatoes. That's where your woman's coming from.
Oh man, hold on.
You big dummy.
I put that, you big dummy.
You big dummy. He an idiot. He said something that was so crazy, right? He said that we've always picked from the garbage can and all of this type of stuff. But Brazil's number 12 in the world for GDP, right? That means per capita, right? So there's 6,450 on their GDP. The number 12 is estimated in the world as far as resources, economic. For instance, for example, China goes to them for their beef. China goes to Brazil for their beef alone. China goes to them. We talk about leather. Brazil has some of the top leather on the earth. The top leather quality on the earth. All of these places like Italy, all these places like France and UK, they all go to Brazil for its leather. So like this just cracks me up. How somebody say something that they know nothing about. But go ahead, man.
Nothing. And that's the funny thing. Nothing. The ignorance. You know, because from watching this, it's like he's basing his opinion off of one country he went to. You know, he says it later on. He says off of India. So I'm like, okay. So
he said India?
Yeah, off of India. From India, because he went to India at one point. And I guess that now he thinks every country is the same. It was like, yo, okay, that's pretty bright of you.
But here's the crazy part about it. India's number 6.
Yeah,
the world's largest. So that means that India is growing. So you mean to tell me the Indian purchasing power, Indian purchasing power is like $8.8 trillion. So what the hell is she talking about? They just have a large population. That's why he would think something like that. But I'm like, well, how the hell are they number 6 as far as GDP? Or I'm talking about global. Their GDP is number 6. United States is number 1, but they're number 6. But go ahead, man.
Yo, this is, like I said, this is comedy. This is comedy. So let me move on to the next one.
You're in Britain.
Yeah.
South America. You don't live in South America.
I know, but I'm saying that's the mindset that people think everyone outside of America is just poor and, you know, destitute.
I'm sorry, I don't make the rules. I'm sorry. And I know the simps need a Band-Aid for their little hand. I know you want somebody to cry for you. You got your little heart, bro. Boo-hoo. Okay, and go to the South American trash can and choose a wife. You're a sucker and a simp. And real brothers gonna call you out and chomp you out. You ain't nothing but a sucker and a you gotta go to South American disposal to get away. And you ain't a real. Y'all mess with real. We toes down over here.
Oh man, yo, it's so funny that it's like I'm like crying, laughing. Because it's like, obviously this guy. I told you this was comedy.
It's just to me, it's just stupid. He sounds like a fucking idiot, man. And I just I just want you all to think about this, right? If we're suckers and simps, right? We're gonna just stick to America alone. A third of the American population, let me repeat, a third or more, now it's even greater, because this study came out a few years ago. A third of American population who look at porn online are women. A third. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Here's the crazy part about it. Look at this. Every second, 28,000 people click onto a porn site. Every second, 28,000 people. Every second, 3,000 people a second purchase porn-related anything.
Yeah, that
so
big.
If people are simps and suckers and all of that type of stuff, y'all got a problem here that you got to deal with alone. Passport guys are not the problem. Passport guys are not the. A third of the women can't get themselves together sexually, right? And think about this. Here's the crazy part about it. Over 200,000 of people or more are pornography addicts. So that means pornography addicts. So that means that in America, you got a straight porn problem. You got a straight people can addiction problem with porn and paying for strip clubs, porn, women shaking their butts, people showing their toes. We seen what OnlyFans did. We seen a woman go in there and make $1 million in 1 week. $1 million in 1 week. So this is the crazy part about it to me. How could you knock fellas for going overseas? And there's not that many fellas going overseas. You got to deal with your addictions and call them guys simps, them women simps for sitting here, just paying attention to porn every day, all day. Think about
throwing money, wasting money, not even getting nothing in return.
Yeah, think about this. Per day, thousands of people click on work and job computers, click on the porn sites, right? They said, yo, if 38 people using, go ahead. I'm not gonna say this. I'm not gonna say this.
Okay, all right. Well,
no, it's gonna get graphic. It's gonna get graphic.
Yeah, let me get Bert Ross Day for coming in for the $4.99. He said, man, he is talking crazy, sick in my head. I can show him some bad receipts from different countries that will make his head spin. But he's too ignorant to even think about that, Bert. So like I said, it's like, yo, just sit back, get your popcorn, and just laugh at this. Because we all know this ain't even true. There is no point in even addressing it, because it's just
because that's crazy. We simps for going overseas finding a woman, but you can't deal with the dudes going to strip clubs. You can't deal with the people addicted to pornography. They spending millions per year. But the little number of travelers that's going overseas, everybody seems to pay attention to them. The people misusing their funds to pay for cars that they don't have. The people that's overeating, gluttonous, right? Like it sounds like him. Yep. He sounds like a heavy dude. But gluttonous or whatever like that, who just eat. We don't care about all of the money being misused in the United States of America. But these passport dudes, they're the problem.
The guys, they're the bad guys. they're cheating the game.
Yeah,
You're not supposed to do that.
Yeah, exactly. They found the cheat code. We don't like that.
We found an up down 4-4 pass.
Exactly. So they can miss me with that. I know the exact numbers of all of this. I know how many people spend money on groceries. We know how many people date nights. I did videos on this for years. We know how much they spent on one date in one date in New York. The average cost of one date in New York, right? Just one. You're not even promised a hug or nothing. The average date in New York is over $330 on some people's stats. $330 for one night. You take her out Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You done spent over $900 just to take this woman out, and you not even promised a hug.
Exactly. You'll be happy to get a hug or even a kiss. I mean, that's like you barely that, depending on the type of woman it is. And we know we got a lot of these women here that are doing that dine and dash. So that's also a thing. I think what was like 2 or 3 out of 5 dates or something like that.
Exactly.
Like they're doing like a dine and dash type stuff. So
And they got mad at that man for doing it all over the United States, and then they found him and arrested him because he was doing that to the very women that's doing that to us.
That's the truth. Yeah, yeah. That's the crazy thing about it. The one person that did it. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry about that, man. New location. I'm still trying to get the whole thing in order. How am I doing now?
Yeah, you're good now, but we couldn't hear the last thing you said. So just repeat right when you grab the mic.
Oh, it says that the one guy that actually did what they did. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you was breaking up. You broke up for a while there.
Here we go.
Go ahead,
now.
repeat it again.
How's that?
Yeah, you good now.
All right. So basically, I'm saying that it's interesting that one guy that did that to the women, he gets prosecuted and everything. But women have been doing this for years. It's like, wait a minute, they don't even get in trouble for that. So like for us, we're not supposed to do that. So I found that kind of funny. That's just hey, that's the society that he wants us to be in. He wants us to be a trick bag. That's what he likes.
He want to put us in that trick bag, yeah.
Exactly. Andre said, 85% of Americans don't even have $1,000 cash today for emergencies, but think South America are broke. And at the same time, a lot of us are far in debt to add to that. Be a lot of Americans. So it's like, but let me go ahead and play the next one here. Oh shit, everything.
Yeah, we can't hear you. We can't hear nothing. It's like you probably you frozen now. Yeah, he froze up.
Yo.
Yeah, can you hear us? Yeah, he froze up now. But yeah, he's right. And so, Andre, you're right. They don't even got $1,000. I asked somebody, I said, and this is crazy. This goes straight to Andre's point. When I asked these people at my job one day, I was like, how much do you guys have saved up for an emergency? Now, I'm thinking 3 years is good. Do you know everybody looked at me like I was crazy when I said 3 years? Everybody looked at me like they was like, what do you mean 3 years? I was like, you're supposed to have enough capital for 3 years. They looked at me like I was crazy, man. I couldn't believe it. You back? No, you're not back. So that was crazy to me. But I get it. So I'm an anomaly. Like, I learned my lesson of dating and marriage in the States. That's why dudes like this on this video, they can't affect me. They don't affect me. They don't bother me. They don't control how I go down to these countries. They don't control what I do. That's why I'm going to keep putting out these videos to show all of you all, that you're not missing anything. Professor Don, what up, yo? Shout out to Professor Don, always dropping that knowledge on languages. So that's why we look at this type of stuff. We know for a fact that when you go in these countries, people think these people are, that's why they call them dirty foot. They think these people are poor. You go down to Brazil, you see a thriving economy. You're like, this is dope. It's not that you're surprised. You're happy to see it. You're happy to see it. When people go to India, they're happy to see that they're thriving. You know what happens with the people like this guy who sound like Bishop Magic Don Juan? They go and they look for the bottom of the bottom when they go to these countries. They do that here in America. They go to crackheads waiting on the corner, right? In order for them to get their rocks off. And they do that when they go overseas. They go to the bottom of the bottom to look for gratification or to feel like there's something. We don't do that over here. We don't run to the bottom just to see somebody down and out or and say, yo, you know what it is? Cats want easy. So they putting that mindset that they have here in the United States of America and putting that on passport guys. They want easy. We don't want easy. We don't care for easy. We want something that equivocates or equals or balances it out, as they say in the conscious people, balances it out between what I contain as far as masculinity and what she contains as far as femininity and what comes with that. Her voice inflection, the connotations, her being emotionally organized, those particular things are the things that we care about. How she laughs, how she has her own internal happiness, and I could just add to it, but I can't make her happy. You see what I'm saying? Her want to beautify herself for me, because that's what the nature of feminine women do. Why do you think they naturally have parts of the months where an animal, we could talk about the animal kingdom. They got naturally times or parts when the female animal, her essence or what's about her appearance, it can get very reddish. Like depending on which she is or what she's about, her lips could get a little reddish. Oh, you back? What up, man?
Yeah, what up, man? Hey, sorry about that, man. Hey, thanks for carrying the show while I was away. Yo, my PC said, "Nah, man, you had enough." Like, yo, PC froze and everything. I'm like, yo, I ain't never had this happen while I was on the live, man. And I actually rebooted right before I jumped on live, so that kind of caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting that one, you know.
Well, I kept talking, bro.
I appreciate that. And get going with this. So I don't want any more issues. Crazy that this going on. Let me pull up the video here. I wonder if it probably was overheating or something like that. Here we go. Let me say it right here. It says, then she came to my house to smash after dinner dating with you. Okay. All right, here we go. We got, what was that? Profi Don Omar. Sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. So
Professor Don Omar.
Professor. All right, There we go. Yeah, man, he was running my show for a little bit. Yo, what a way to have you on the takeover, man. I'm all talking about the takeover.
Indeed.
You know, hey, thanks Art Brown for the $20, man. Hit you with the bomb. I don't know if you guys can hear that. There we go. Black man travels, man. Yo, thanks for coming through, man. Keep it transparent. All right. Man, Buckets, he got some stuff. He's over there talking. Hold on a minute. He said right here, Art Bright said, what's going on, bro? Passport holder here. Got a crib in the DR and a wife. Yo, that's what I'm talking about. Man. You know, keep spreading the word about the options, man. Is it time to get a Mac, bro? Nah, man. You know, I don't mess with Mac. Anything Mac. I don't mess with it, man. I'm a PC guy. You know. Let's see here. But yo, shout out to you too, man. Appreciate you coming through. So let me
appreciate all y'all, man.
Yeah, and I apologize for the technical difficulties. That's not a usual thing. So let me see here. I gotta bring this back. I think I stopped at 0.245.
Yeah.
Cue this up. $230. Here we go. All right, let me share this here. And come on. Bring this over here.
Yeah, but this guy is funny. This guy is very funny.
I told you, it's comedy, man. This is straight comedy. I told you this was gonna be good. It was gonna be good. Give a couple laughs. Here we go. Wait, one more time for him.
You big dummy.
Here we go.
You're in Britain.
Yeah.
South America. You don't live in South America.
I think we heard this one.
I know, but I'm saying that's the mindset.
No, we stopped here.
That people think everyone outside of America is just poor and, you know, destitute.
I'm sorry, I don't make the rules. I'm sorry. And I know the simps need a band-aid for their little hand. I know you want somebody to cry for you. You got your little heart, bro. Boo-hoo. Okay, and go to the South American trash can and choose a wife. You're a sucker and a simp. And real brothers gonna call you out and chomp you out in your face. You ain't nothing but a sucker and a lame and a simp that you gotta go to a South American disposal to get a wife. And you ain't real rough. See, I mess with real. We toes down.
You know, I continue, man. Cause yeah, I think we heard that one before he got dropped off. You know, and hey, he's getting cooked. He's starting to start cooking and so forth. So he's just getting, you know, better and better, man. I tell you, they're gonna be one part. He's gonna be like, really, homie, really. So he's starting to cook. Hold on, here we go.
One of them 50 cents to feed them. Feed the hungry. I'm gonna feed the hungry. You niggas getting your woman from a feed the hungry commercial. That ain't me, brother. Don't get mad at me. You a simp.
So he's talking about our women that we deal with is basically you gotta give them 50 cents so they can eat. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's
Yo, this shit sound crazy, man. I'm not even gonna like lie to you. This shit sound. He sound like he got a lot of pent up frustration. He sound like his audience. He sound like his audience is don't want to listen to him anymore, or they present it. Yo, what's up with these passport guys? It seems like there's some frustration somewhere. A sucker and a simp, and I'll be up in your face. Okay. You'll see what happens if you up in my face. Like exactly. I don't invade your space. Please don't invade mine. You can talk and call me all type of names. Again, that's why I represent NOMP. NOMP. Nothing over my passport.
There we go. Bomb, please.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man. I gotta use that, man. Cause you on the show.
Yo, exactly. But yo, we nothing over my passport. So you think you're gonna get me triggered by calling me a sucker, calling me a BAN, calling me a B, calling me all these negative? That's not gonna get me triggered. That's not gonna get me triggered. Exactly. As long as you don't put your hands on me. As long as you don't put your hands on me, we're good. So if you people think that I'm gonna instantly get triggered to get a assault charge or something like that, you got the wrong thing coming. Like as long as you don't put your hands on me, I'm able to defend myself clearly.
Exactly. You know, all I gotta say, my passport is important. So until you touch me, yo, I'm minding my business because I want to make sure I'm about to catch that next flight out. No matter what you say. You know? Yep. Oh man, let me go. Let's move on to the next one.
Wait a minute, are you comparing South America to North America? I'm done. You know what? We know. You know what? You guys don't want to have a real discussion. Are you comparing a South American woman, Argentina, a Nicaragua, whatever they call themselves, to a Canadian woman? Whatever. You know how to say it, Jessica. I don't.
Oh man. He don't even know how to say the country names and everything.
Yeah, but the crazy part about it, I hate when people do this. This is why I hate when people compare the Dominican Republic to Colombia. I hate stuff like this. You got an island country, right? And you have Colombia, which is on a different type of landmass. So I'm like, yo, this is crazy. You comparing America, right? The United States of America, they got 300 people to South America. Like, how is that even possible? South America alone has 12 countries. So you talk about Argentina, you talk about Brazil, you talk about Chile, you talking about the countries with Suriname, you talk about Guyana, so you got all of these countries that are part of South America, which have hundreds of millions of people. Like, if he's gonna say something, compare like Brazil to America or something like that, like you gonna compare to Brazil to America. Well, Brazil has over 275 million people versus America, who has 300 and something million people. So then you can make sort of a comparison. Not really, but you still can make something close to a comparison. And America's number 1, Brazil's number 12 on the GDP. So Brazil's doing a thing without any capital or anything like that from the United States of America. They may get it from Russia because they're connected. They may get it from China because they're connected. But like, you can't do this. But people say South America as if South America is one country. You dumb fucking idiot. He's big dummy. Stupid. He's a dummy. Like, you go compare South America to, it just don't make sense when you're talking to these people who want to take shots at us. They don't even have the information or the intellectual astuteness to try to battle us intellectually when we're talking about this. So he's in it. I don't argue his opinion. Now, when you want to argue opinion, that's something different. I'm not going to argue opinion. You think all the women in South America, cool, I can't argue that. If you think whatever to this women in South America, the men in South America, cool. You could think whatever you want, but I'm going to tell you my opinion. So if you want to argue my opinion, you're not going to win, because I'm not going to argue my opinion to you, who's a peon, when we're talking about intellect. We're dealing global intellect. But go ahead, bro.
No, there is so much to unpack with all he says. You said it. You said enough. And once again,
you big dummy.
Set it off for him.
Yeah, he needed that.
Because I don't see any difference in terms of cleanliness. Listen, there's been studies that come out that show that American women don't even wash every day. You go overseas, they're taking multiple showers a day. So are they really that dirty?
Not in
They
South
are.
Jessica, you're in Britain. You're not over in South America.
But it's you see the people talk about their experiences. The women in the West don't even wash. You had Ashton Kutcher, Mila Kunis come out and talk about how they don't wash their legs. They just wash the upper half of their body or something. Listen, people can say that they're dirty over there, but it's here in the West.
Exactly. Yo, all the stuff that was
No, he sound crazy, because Brazilians, me and Jay Clark talked about this plenty of times. Brazilian women alone take about 3 to 4 showers a day.
Exactly.
3 to 4 showers a day. Exactly. 3 to 4 showers a day. So I don't know what the hell he's talking about. Like, this guy just coming on air and saying any old thing, sounding like the dumb person that he is. But go ahead, bro.
Exactly, man.
Stupid.
Exactly. That's what it is. Like I said, this is comedy hour.
Comedy.
It's straight comedy for the ignorance.
He sound like he missed the boat at being Red Fox's son. So, but go ahead.
Sorry, are you saying that they're influenced just like...
They don't have no Wi-Fi, Jessica. They don't have no Wi-Fi. They got that dial-up, take all day to load, take all day to download something. They got that AOL. They got AOL over there.
Stupidity.
Stupid.
Yo. Yo, I'm trying to fight it, man. I'm trying to fight this dude, man. He's a fucking idiot, man.
Yeah.
Yo, it's hard to fight it. This shit is actually funny how stupid he is.
Exactly.
He's Yo, he said they still got it. I was just there in Brazil, on the beaches of Brazil, and I wasn't using no dial-up. Like this sounds crazy, but go ahead. I don't mean to hold it up.
This stuff's so stupid. It got me tearing up laughing. That's how funny I was rolling at this. Yo, even me watching it, I'm rolling.
Oh man.
Yo, let me go ahead and move on to the next one.
Black Hops says, you are an emotional simp, sir.
I'm a simp. How am I a simp, brother? I'm here, brother. I can go down the street in America, pull up, holler at, walk out of the club with, slow out a woman. I don't have to get on a plane to do it. And if I did, this is why you keep getting me messed up. I'm not going to South America. It's a joke. Why would I go there to pick a woman?
So let me ask you this. Have he ever shown any of the women that he around?
Yo, these game dudes, they never show any receipts or anything, so man. They just be talking.
So wait. Let me get this. Passport dudes, we saw you could go on my channel. You know, I got a video call of my foreign women, and I show all of my foreign women. So he don't have a video like that?
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't been to his channel in like who knows how long. And
no, I'm talking about
before.
Even before. Have you ever seen any of these women?
A lot of these dudes never show any receipts. They never do. A lot of these game dudes, man.
Enough said.
You know, so that's what makes us even more hilarious because we know we've been in these streets and everything. I mean, we act like we ain't never been in the United States and done our thing and everything. We know what he's pulling. Come on, man.
Oh, yeah. Pulling them dirty, scally, crackhead-looking type chicks.
Exactly, man. Most of the game dudes, they don't want to say it, but come on now, man. That's that coupon pussy stuff. That's what it is, they're getting, man. You know?
It is. Like, you could look at them and tell, like, yo, they ain't pulling nothing. You know how these women, people misconstrued the video I just put out. When I said average at least, I'm saying like these women think they're the least attractive they are is about a 6 or a 7 or something like that. They think they beyond average. If you go from 1 to 10, average is what, 5? So they like, yo, I'm not average. So the least they think they are is close to being average, but they're not. Exactly. So it just cracks me up. And he sounds like that. He sounds like he picked the 4s and the 3s and think he's doing something. You ain't doing nothing. If y'all want, I did this before and I proved it. Well, I went to Cigar Lounge. I can always pick up an American woman. It's not hard. And I can put on a camera. Like easy work. I got all the 6s that all of them say. The money, the height, and so forth and so on. So it's not hard for me. Exactly. It's not hard for me. So I'm like, I just don't want American women. I don't want them. Yeah, I just don't want them.
Yo, hey, what up, Travelmatic? Yo, what's going on with you, man? I gotta get you back on the show,
up, bro.
I did something with him a while back. I gotta do something again with him, sometime soon, and hopefully real soon I'll be going back to Cuba, and I'm sure he'll love to jump on that show.
Yo, Cuba was so damn dope, yo. That White Sands Beach. I'm going back. It took her like an hour and 45, 2 hours, but I'm going back.
Oh man, it's well worth it. I can't wait to go back myself.
I lost all the footage for Cuba except the stuff that I've been showing for the last couple years, but I lost all my SD cards on Cuba.
Oh man, yeah, that's bad. That ain't good, man.
And guess what? I had it in a little chip reader the other day for my life. I stepped on one of them.
Oh,
broke it in half.
Oh man,
and you know they're about this little.
Exactly.
So my luck with these SD cards has been terrible. I need to wait. Do they even have that SD card like a carrier or something?
Yeah, they have a couple of those. Actually, I don't got one up here anymore. But
I need to get an SD card carrier, man.
Yeah, they have the single ones that they come in. And
I just broke another one with all the footage on it from me going to Brazil.
Yeah, see. Yeah, they have these and everything, and then my travel bag, I actually have like slots for them too. So I keep them in the slots and everything.
Oh,
So
that's what I'm about to get. I'm ordering that tonight.
Yeah, and you know, caught that from YouTube, man. Thought about YouTube, found
Yo,
out
I
that
never
from
thought
YouTube.
that I would step on a SD card and it would crack in half. The chip, the card reader didn't crack in half, and that's way bigger than the SD card. So that was just weird to me, man. Like my luck with that. But go ahead, play the. I didn't mean to stop you. I know you were trying to play the next one.
Oh, you're all good, man. You know, anytime you speak, yo, I enjoy it, man. You know, that shit be good. But black man travel. He said, sad reality. A lot of Americans think this way and actually believe this. Yeah, man. You be that's facts, man.
Facts, no pencil.
You know, a lot of them think that. You know, especially those that have never traveled at all. It's like to them, everybody's like a dirty foot. Everybody live in the huts and things like that. It's like, what? You know, there's some cities, especially in South America, that are actually more advanced than some of these cities we have here in America. Like, come on, man. You know, but you know, of course, you know, this person would never know that, but you know, it is what it is.
Hell no.
You know,
he's too stupid to even comprehend that.
Exactly. You know. Yeah, black man Travis, he got his GoPro stolen while he was on the beach in Cuba, man. Sorry for that, man. You know
what?
Yeah, man. Sorry to hear that.
Man,
that
them people
cool.
were scared to come next to me in Cuba.
Oh man. But yo, let's just jump to the next one because there is more comedy. More comedy to give y'all.
You're talking about like the poverty that's in these countries, but if a man has the resources to be able to, you know, have her live a comfortable life and she's going to treat him well, then where's the issue?
Don't have an issue with that. I do have. Let me say this. I don't have an issue with her. She didn't choose her parents. She didn't choose her country. She's poor. I have an issue with him. He's taking advantage of this woman. She don't want him. It's a reason that she's over there. You can't get no plane in America. No, it's got nothing to do with her. He's over there because he ain't no plane in America. So he got to spin his grip and get attention from a poor, impoverished woman who has every right to grow, go to school, and become a woman. A girl. Now, let me catch that. In no kind of way am I inferring those dudes are doing anything illegal. They're not. I don't know. I see that. No, I don't even pretend that anybody is engaging in anything illegal. Okay. But that woman has a right to finish school, go to college, and then from that position, choose her man. But please let that woman have
But that is what they're doing.
No, she's hungry.
He contradicted himself. He said,
you might have to turn your computer down on the next one because the echo is very loud.
Come back. Yeah. Okay, all right, my fault, yo. But yo, that he contradicted himself. Like first thing was he talking about how South America is such a garbage place or whatever. But now he has issue with the brothers.
No. That's not even a contradiction right there either. To me, the contradiction was you saying that they poor, but they have the right to go to school. Yeah. If they were poor, as you say, there would be no schooling.
Exactly.
There would be no education. Because with the poverty that he's talking about, it doesn't have a semblance of no education the way he was talking about. He said, let them go to school. And after they go to school, after they get out, they make their decision. So if you're talking about first, second, and third, secondary school and all of that type, you're talking about years and years of schooling that they under. And you mean to tell me all of a sudden, now you're saying that they have enough money to have education? Yo, he's double talking. And again, which is a contradiction. Go ahead.
Exactly. So that's why, did you notice that long pause? He had a long pause because he had to rethink about that.
No, but I do want to give him his credit for saying that they not doing anything illegal. He's the one of the only, all of the foul shit that he's saying. Fellas need to really take that in, how he said, listen, I don't have no proof of that. I don't have no proof that they're dealing with anybody under He said, listen, I'm not going to put that on nobody. I'm not going to speak on that or anything like that. Shout out to him for saying that. He's one of the only ones to say that. The other ones hurl these accusations, have no proof for us as a whole. But he said he don't have no proof, so he's not going to mention it. So shout out to him. At least he got one thing right throughout this whole video. But go ahead.
Exactly.
Stupid. You big dummy.
Let's keep it rolling.
Experiences of what they're doing out there. All of the people out there are not uneducated, don't have the opportunity to go to school. That's a straw man right there. That's a straw man.
No, Jessica. In South America, Jessica, are we saying America? Are we saying the world? Are we saying South America?
If we can talk about South America, not just South America.
Just ain't no bread. Ain't nobody down there got nothing. They ain't nobody got no money in no South America. If they didn't, they wouldn't be there. Now come on, now, Jessica, we see them walking over there with tomatoes. Hordes. Like locusts. I'm done. I don't see no more. I see a bunch of people looking like locusts coming to pick tomatoes. It's money over there. You gotta take your cape.
There is money over there. Are we gonna act like there's not poverty in the hood? Are we gonna act like people aren't robbing and killing each other for shoes in the hood? There's poverty everywhere. There's poverty in America too. But I'm sure you'll happily slow down a hood chick from America. So what's the difference?
I like how she called it out. I love how she called that out.
I can't even speak on what he just said.
It's just too much.
I can't speak on it. It sounds stupid, man.
Exactly. I'll move on to the next one. I know it's just so much stupid stuff, man. I hope you guys out there enjoying this, because this is comedy, man. I mean, because all of us, most of us that are here, I guess the 17 people that is here now, I'm sure most of us have traveled outside the United States, and we know what it's really like. And just to hear him, it's like the ignorance. The ignorance, it is just so funny. So, I'm gonna move on to the next one.
So, what's the average account balance of American women? American women hold 2/3 of consumer debt. So,
I don't disagree that there are some issues with black women that need to be addressed. I agree with that. I think you need to vet the sisterhood, or white women, Mexican, Chinese, Asian American. When you need to vet your woman, they do have issues that need to be addressed, but the same thing needs to be passed on to the women in foreign countries. And a lot of dudes, to me, that's not what they're doing.
So many words. I'll let you go ahead if you got something to say.
Yeah, I really, again, I really don't have nothing to say. He's been saying the same thing over and over, repetitive, as if everybody in these countries are doing everything about them is trash and nothing about them is good, and they can do no right or whatever like that. They don't have any money, any capital and stuff like that. Like idiots like that, we just gotta let them waddle in their ignorance. I just let them waddle because it's stupid. You go to Brazil and you like, yo, these women are brilliant. And think about this. The men are complaining just like, man, these women are just so they just doing their thing out here. So you hear the men even saying that the women are doing their thing out here, and they congratulate them. They married to them. They don't have no ill will or what you call it. So I don't get what he's saying. It's familiar structure, family.
Yep.
So all of these people pull each other others by their bootstraps. And a lot of these places that don't have it. For instance, the favelas. You go to favelas in Brazil, everybody think it's just poverty. They got full-fledged stores. They got a strip. Go to Rocinha. Go to Rocinha in English, Rochina. Go to or Rochina. Go to Rocinha or something like that, and you'll look. They got full-fledged stores and and bars and just doing it up there. But again, if you look at from what they show on the movies or something like that, Fast and Furious, that everybody's in the favelas. Yeah, lit and Parish, and you jumping from tin can roofs and all of that stuff. So you start seeing that crazy stuff. So that's all he was doing, looking at movies. And he's one of the ones that thought that when he looked at pimps do something back in the day, he just got up and said, well, I could do that too. Just like the person that wants to be a gangster, they look at Scarface and say, I could do that too. Or they look at the Sopranos or something like that. Man, this is all crazy to me.
Yeah, funny thing is, I've seen like high quality cars, Mercedes, Benzes, things like that in different countries. Like, come on, man. High rise, penthouses, decked out, looking nice, and foreigners owning a lot of that stuff. So it's like,
yeah. Especially in Costa Rica, when I go, there's a lot of people doing their thing in Costa Rica. I'm talking about Costa Rican, born and raised, who got paper.
Yep. A lot of them. Mexico, a lot of them got paper.
Yeah, they do.
A lot of them not even coming here. They don't even want to come here. Because they're doing so good.
Yeah, they got that familiar structure. Why would if a person is doing so badly, wouldn't they just be running here trying to kick down the damn gates or fences or airplane doors as soon as they land? No, they're not doing that. They chicks tell it. I just dropped a video recently asking a woman, well, do she want to come in? She's like, fuck no. How is a woman who he claims is impoverished, don't have no money or anything like that, is not willing to come here and live and work and nothing like? She's like, no, I'm good. A woman from a foreign country telling you that she's good. Come on, bro. He got stuff misconstrued.
And plus, a lot of women, they don't want to leave their family. I mean, come on. I mean, we know. I mean, come on. I mean, we know that there's some bad ones, whatever. That's everywhere. But like, you talking about everybody? Nah, ain't nobody trying to leave their family. Like, come on, that's your backbone. That's your everything from your father, mother, brother, cousin. Come on, man. We know that South America, a lot of these family, it's all about family. A lot of these countries down there, family first. But of course, he wouldn't know that. But
oh, he definitely wouldn't know that.
As I said, most women I've met overseas are much more mature than some 40-year chicks I know in NYC. Hey, man.
No, but that's the difference. In foreign countries, the women, they come out the birth, like I talked about in my last live stream yesterday. They come out the womb trying to compete. It's all about competition.
Masculine.
So, like, it is, and think about this. They compete with other women. They're not competing with men. They're competing with other women. Now, is the West having an effect on a lot of these countries and stuff like that? Yes, in some of these countries. But think about this. A place like Brazil, and I'm just using the place that I go to the most, right? And I could use any one of these countries. But a place like Brazil, they trade with Russia, they trade with China, and astronomical numbers. China is over in Brazil chopping down most of the Amazon. Let's just put all this together. With that being said, think about this. China don't represent what we see from the masses, which means China, the men still have their control over that particular country. Well, in the United States of America, that's not here. It's all encompassing. Whoever is take control and women are doing up, they don't need no man and all that particular stuff. But you'll never find that in those particular countries. So, with that being said, let's look at the way the women will respond to the environment. The women have to come out the womb competing with other women because they want a man naturally. It's ingrained in them, right? They get it from birth. They got to compete for a man versus women in the United States of America. They're trying to compete with men. They're not trying to compete with other women, right? For the attention, time, resources. They're trying to compete with men to get the time. Then they say on the outskirts, then I can involve women. Yo, that's just all backwards. That's just all backwards. And then now they're saying like, yo, you can't tell me what to do. You can't tell me who I am. You can't tell them nothing. They absolved women of shame and placed it on men. So now you have a whole country full of women like that, and even the foreigners that come here, they start to grow that attitude. So what do you think is going to happen? Literally, what do you think is going to happen? The men and women over time are not going to mesh. They're just not. It's going to dwindle. The interaction between men and women is just going to dwindle. So you find that out when you look at history, when you go thousands of miles, thousands of years, hundreds of years away, and up until you go from 60 years away. They even got anthropologists who looking at the past 60 years, what their findings till now. And they always looking at it, and it's the change of the family structure. So if there's no family, there's no controlling of it, because each family is like a node in the system. So if you got a family over here, that's one node, like Jordan Peterson said, that's one node and stuff like that, where he used it for different, I'm using it for family. And you got one node here, you got one node here, you got one node here. When you mesh all of those together, the system functions as it should. But when you only have this family functioning within that node and understands the system, but this family over here saying, well, now they got to be free. They got to live their lives. They got to, now you're breaking up the system. And look at what we have here now. You got a whole bunch of people that have broken up a system. Now we look at dating versus it. So of course we're going to go overseas. Of course we're going to find, because there's a difference. But go ahead. I didn't mean to go on a tangent.
Oh no, you all good, man. But that's why I put you up there. I'm like, yo, he's spitting, he getting wild right now, boy. He about to spit that truth. So I put you up there. I know. Riley like, yo, man, what happens to the host? Nah, man, yo, I know when Yesh, when he gets going, man, I'm gonna let him do his thing, man. So I ain't about to stop him.
Shout out to you, man. Thanks a lot, bro.
Yo,
man, I'm telling you, yo, Solar, he's the coolest, man.
But to go on about what you're talking about is the fact that, yo, just like you said, each family, once you bring it all together, that's how you build a community. And the community is just about is not there. We got too many problems. So and it's not just in Black culture. I mean, this is affecting everybody, so that's why you see a lot of people getting their passports leaving, not just us, you see other types of people. So, but hey, it is what it is. We'll move on to the next one. Hold on, let me do one more time for this dummy. Here we go.
Do you think that women in America want your money?
Some of them.
Some of them.
Some of them. No, go ahead.
If we put a percentage on it, what percent of women in like America, and I'll give over here afterwards, what percentage of women do you think want money or expect money from a man?
Okay, that would probably be 80%, but get money probably 20%.
So 80% of women there, and I probably agree, it's like similar here. 80% of women want money. So if the women over there, let's just say that they are poor, right? If they want money too, how does that make them bad? But then you want them to deal with the same thing in America. All women want money. All women. So how is it any different if they travel out there?
Exactly.
It's no different. What I'm saying is the same dynamic, but the problem is in foreign countries, South America particularly, those women are so impoverished that they're hungry. Look, I can go to Brazil. No, I can walk down Brazil and a woman will give me her number. Why? Because she's hungry. She ain't had nothing to eat for 3 days. She didn't give me the number because she liked me. I got good game or conversation. She's starving.
Come from someone who never been in Brazil. He ain't never been in South America, but he knows it all. He knows everything.
No, but that's the crazy. She had a dope ass point where if they all want money, but the thing she didn't jump on is, and she should have touched more on this, but I guess they doing a little interview, and she didn't want to offend her guest or whatever like that, but. With people like that, you got to understand, when she made that analogy or connection, to where all women want money. And what's the difference between what she should have added was women in these particular countries, it's a need instead of a want. Like they only get what they need. For instance, they think beautifying themselves is a need because they want to match your masculinity, and femininity is part of beautifying a woman's self. So that for a woman, that's a need. Number two, they want food, right? Number three, they want a home or a location or something like that, a roof over their head. Number four, they want that familiar structure, that family structure. They want that. That's really number one in their eyes. That's really number one. It's all about the community. It's all about the family. And that's number one in their eyes. So they're going to get all of that. And whatever they have left over, then they're going to maneuver, right? Versus here in America, they're going to get all the things that they desire. You ever heard this saying, and I'm gonna just ask you, you ever heard this saying, people do what they want with their money, then borrow what they need, borrow money when they need it. So when they need to do something. So that's crazy, man. They do whatever they want in the United States of America. They're paycheck to paycheck. They'll buy Jordans. They'll buy Louis Vuitton. They'll buy all of these different things, right? And live from paycheck to paycheck, trying to again live up to the Joneses. And I know that's ancient now, but live up to the Joneses. They'll do all of that in the United States of America, and then they'll borrow when they need, right? So when they want to get a need, for instance, a need is water, food, shelter, right? And all of these type of things. They'll borrow for that, but then they'll do everything they want. It's different for women in a place like Brazil. They don't operate like that. It's the family first, and then everything else late on the latter end. And that's what I wish you would have said. So that 20% and all of that, when you look at, is not, those numbers are inaccurate. Those numbers are very inaccurate. Because when you break it down and it comes from the familiar structure and the mindset of women in a place like Brazil versus women in, and when she's trying to make a good connection to trip him up, but you can't really use that. You got to get in detail so you could show it's beyond that. It's really because of the familiar structure, the family structure. It's beyond that, and what these women actually want to bring, and versus women in these other countries that have been westernized, what they want. So the desire versus the need is always tricky when you're doing percentages or trying to make connections. My bad, bro.
No, man, you ain't got to apologize, man. I'm getting this. I'm getting this information. I mean, we know about that, but you be going more depth into it. You get all the scientific facts and everything. So that's, hey.
Yeah, you got to. The Maslow's hierarchy of needs is real important. And then when you add on the sexual nature of things, and that right there is part of the family, that causes a reaction to you focusing on the family when there's a need to procreate. That's another need to procreate. So, man, this is all deep. But go ahead, bro.
Yeah, man, that's true. Got the bomb for that. Let me go ahead and we're almost done with this. We're at 11 minutes. We got 4 more minutes left.
Okay.
Thank you, Jay the Conqueror. But yeah, so it's like you're saying, well, you guys are going out there and the women just want your money. They're poor, but the women everywhere just want your money. Everywhere.
Men are providers. Men are providers and protectors. So there's certain things that women are going to expect from a man. So when you talk about money, you can't just say it'll be no resources. Like I can't suggest that any woman wants a man with no resources. They all want a man who's capable of taking care of them.
Right. So then why are you kind of saying that they're traveling out there to women who need resources when you're saying all women need resources? It doesn't make sense. Many people are aware of, okay, all women are going to expect resources, right? All women are going to expect some level of productivity. But the difference is that that the women in the West are not willing to give back. So you're going to be providing, right? But she's not going to be playing her part. So now if he can go somewhere else and he's expected to provide there as well, yes, but the woman is going to play her part, then what is wrong with that? That makes sense.
Well,
you wouldn't keep
I'll
paying
give you that, but if they're going to the worst part of America, of a world for a bride, I mean, look, I'm not mad at them for solving their problem. They got a problem. But I personally, I just don't think it's that big a deal. I think that the women here, they're poor women here. They're women here who are at their wits' end. They don't have nothing going on. They've dropped out of high school, ninth grade. They got 3 kids. They're hungry. And I'm not, that's my point. If you want to go to South America, a garbage can and pull out a woman, you can pull out a woman right here in the projects, in the American garbage can. Now, they don't want to hear that, but it's true.
He want us to put a garbage. He want us to have the garbage here. you know, women with 3, 4, 5 kids. Yo, he wants us to take care of them kids.
Yeah, and that's the crazy part about it. He said one thing that was pertinent, right? One thing that was very important in the beginning. He said men are providers. I just want to say this, and it could be controversial, but I'm gonna say that's bullshit. I'm gonna say men was given since the beginning of the time the guide to provide, right? And they were given a guide to provide, meaning that they were given a guidance to provide. They were given a pamphlet, and the women had a particular part in all of this, and the men had a particular part in all of this. So you always talk about the hunter-gatherers. You always hear people talking about that. Well, the men go out and get the meat, but then she's here providing the vegetables, the greenery, or she's providing the seasoning or the spices or the water for the meal or anything like that. That to me, if you look at all of the stuff and you look at research and you look at all of the videos, you look at all of the books, men have never been like full providers, as people say. Again, that's a Western concept. Everybody provided for the community. Everybody provided for the village. Everyone, like everyone.
Looking at it.
Yeah, they'll kill like 7 pigs and everybody would eat. And this happened every single time. This wasn't one time. This wasn't one off. This wasn't a special time when the family. This is how the village was. So the men were always the protectors that go to war and stuff like that. Yes. But the providers for as far as food and stuff like that, everybody had a hand in it. Everyone.
Damn.
So I'm like, yo, this cracks me up. This is a Western concept that just picked up by the West. So it put a lot of pressure on the men. It put a lot of pressure on the men who there shouldn't have been this pressure on men because there once was a village. Now, the West concept means that it's all on a man and the woman get to sit around and just take care of the children. It was never like that, bro. It was never like that. If you look at all of the tribes and all of that from thousands of years ago, it was never like that. But the West pushed that on people and we bought into it. That's why I don't believe in that. Because, you know, when I go over there to Costa Rica, you know who's working? Everybody in the damn house.
Yeah, that's true. In Latin America, everybody's working.
Everybody's working. Everybody's pulling in something for the household. That is bullshit. And you know who's still patriarchal and who's still on top? The dad. Yeah. While everybody else is working. So
that's true.
That's what I'm saying, how people got this shit twisted. So when you hear people like this, they don't know. And I said they don't know because I'm from Jersey. But they don't know. These people don't know. They're just spewing something. But again, I would never interview somebody like that. So I understand that the host don't read into this like she should, because sometimes this stuff takes years and years and years to put in your mind of all of the research to take, all the anthropological studies that went into this, all of the earth studies, all of the bloodline studies, all of the historicity that goes into that. There's a lot to take in. But go ahead, my bad, bro.
Man. No, man, you all good, man. You breaking that whole thing down because you just broke it down another different way for me to look at it because you open up my mind to the whole fact that usually before, I'm just thinking, of course, men, hey, it is what it is. We actually provide and so forth. However, not thinking of the fact that women they are providing as well. They're providing the food and nourishment of everything else. And of course, we know in Latin America, everybody out there working. So
everybody.
Oh, that's, man, that brought a new enlightenment to me. Oh, man.
So he's taking that concept. He's taking the wrong concept that means men are providers. That's a Western concept. That's why he'll never understand travel, because notice this. Passport men are innovative. And I'm about to say this for the public. I was going to say this for one of my videos, but let me say it here on let this be a breaking news that I was about to put out there. Passport men are innovative. Innovative, meaning that we're bringing all of this system, the way things were supposed to be, all back to its essence by going overseas. Now, some people are bastardizing it. Yes, we get that, right? But I'm talking about the very people that meet the fathers and meet the uncles and the aunts and stuff like that, all of the family members. We're bringing it back into its essence to say, like, listen, we want to get back to that structure that says family, community, environment, all together as one. That's why people that really engulf themselves in the culture, they start learning the language. They start learning about the food, the rhythms. They start learning about the history and stuff like that. Those are the people that's being innovative. Those men that are going back, doing all of this, are becoming innovative and changing the landscape of things. You know who don't want this to happen, and they don't even know they're doing it naturally, is the people that's talking bad about it. How do you have the small segment of the population, right, which is black men? What as you see all of these videos, white men have been doing it. Yellow men, what you call Hispanics, have been going back and forth. You talk about deep brown men that are African, right? Whether anywhere in Africa that's not having been Arab, but the Arabs haven't taken over or anything like that. We're talking about all of these places that have all of these men who've been going back. Notice nobody said anything. The moment people said something is when black men from the United States of America started promoting this, started pushing this, started doing this in great numbers. Notice that. So with that being said, right, and I'm about to cut it short. With that being said,
take your time.
He said take your time. With that being said, if you think about it, just think about it as a whole. With that being said, they don't want us to go back to the essence of how it should be, where everybody's involved with it. They still want, low-key, these people who are going against us, they still want the concept that men are the providers. Women are to sit home. You better do everything you can, perform for that woman, please her, because that's known as strength. That's no, versus places like South America, everybody getting out there fucking working. Places in Africa, everybody getting out there and working. Whether the man is out there getting the meat and she's carrying large buckets overhead in certain places and tribes back to the village or the community. And it'd be women by the hundreds doing this. That's part of that village. Not just one, not two, hundreds, while the men out there collecting the meat. It's a whole system. And us as men are seeing that like, damn, I want to be part of that system where everybody provides, everybody puts in, everyone. And you're not less of a man because you want your woman to put in. See the difference? We understand that. And that right there is known as innovation because America got away from that hundreds of years ago. So it's innovative. So of course people are going to push back on it because they only going to relegate us to sex. Yo, y'all just want to go down. But then when they meet channels like mine, they're like, hold up. This dude cares about the language. This dude could have had sex all last weekend, this previous weekend. He didn't care about that. This dude just want to get out there and be in an environment around the people. How can I give my little spill to the woman I'm dealing with down there? What can I do to help out? Besides income. Oh, well, you could do this. Well, you could do this. Or you could do that. They'll say that. They'll say that. When you go to a place like Brazil, you know what happens when you go to dinner? Everybody chips in. Even if you're the richest man at the table, it could be a billionaire at the table. You know what everybody's gonna do? They're gonna give their little portion. It's ingrained in their culture.
Nice. That's what I'm talking about.
But go ahead, my bad, bro.
Yo, drop a bomb, man. Yo, he's man. Oh, that shit right there.
Facts, no pencil.
Yo, that shit had me speechless. Yo, man, that's a dope ass shit you just said, man.
Man, thanks a lot, bro. Thanks a lot, bro.
Yo, it was say what up to the Lonely Bandit. Thanks for coming through, man. Appreciate you coming through, man.
Shout out to him.
They're here like LaQuinto Fox. He says the part I heard made sense. Basically meant the same level of women you can get outside of the USA I'm sorry, I can't even talk right now. Of the USA, you can also get in America. Exactly.
Oh, here we go. No, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. And the reason why I'm saying that, we just broke down the mindset. The mindset is too. He don't understand. It's not the same woman if the computer is not operating the same. For instance, he just told you to get a Mac.
Yep.
You said you prefer a PC. So if her computer is not operating the same, now again, they could be in the same structure, which is the computer. Which is the laptop body. They could be in the same body, but the operation could be totally different. So I don't agree with that, man.
See, my thing is, what I agree with the fact of what she did was that she made it look like it was both the same.
Oh, yeah, she did.
And that's where it made it tough for him. That's what made it tough.
She did. We know, she disguised that on his ass.
Yeah, so we know it's not the same. But as she brought it to that level for him to understand, oh, that's when he had issues.
Yo, she got him good. She did.
So yeah.
My bad. Go ahead, play, because I know we trying to get through this because this was good though. This is a good show, man.
It was a good laugh, man. Yo, I'll tell you, man. Hey, I brought some comedy, man.
Yo.
Listen, I people can't help where they're born. So if somebody's born into the hood, I'm not judging them for that. If they're born into the projects, I'm not judging them for that. But even if you get a woman from the projects, right? If somebody did that and she was willing to do what she needs to do as a woman, I wouldn't even be mad at it. But those women from the projects aren't willing to do that. They're not.
I'm willing to do what?
Aren't willing to actually treat a man well. It's all attitude.
No. Some of them will comply. If a guy comes into a ninth grade dropout with 3 kids and makes things better, he will get a woman who's going to try to make him happy for a period of time. The same way a man who goes over to a Dominican hellhole and drags out a woman who's living, eating bugs and spiders and roaches and makes her his wife. No, fuck this. We need to tell the truth. No, I'm not telling the truth. You know what, Jessica? Guys here don't want to tell the truth. Those people are not eating meals over there. They're not eating lunch, breakfast, and dinner. You know what? I've been there. I know how. I've been to India. I did not go to the DR. I saw real poverty. In my entire life, I never saw real poverty, so I went to India.
There's so much to unpack from that one.
Whoever that LaQuinta Fox is in your chat, bro, that dude, he's just ill-informed. He misinformed. Like this is crazy. What my man, he's misinformed.
Find him putting down. What? Oh no, oh yeah, I can't have that. Hold on.
Yeah, he's totally misinformed.
Is this right here? Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm sorry, man. Hey, you know what? First off, let me also address the fact that number one, we don't even put down anybody. That's number one.
I definitely don't do that. Yeah.
So if you ever been on any one of our channels, you would know the fact that most of our stuff is all about traveling, and we don't even think about what goes on here in the States. But if you've been paying attention, if you know what's been going on, kind of, most of us travelers, we've been in a lot of these dudes' mouths and everything. So right now, this is kind of funny. This is comedy for us because if you travel, if you know what's really going on, this right here, you won't even get upset. We have yet to even bring up anything about, just going after women and so forth, because all we could do is talk about what's great.
And the crazy part about it, this whole stream, the whole stream that you have here right now is about a man. It's completely about a guy talking bad about travel. Completely about him. So this goes against his comment in the comment section alone.
Exactly.
Yo,
he hasn't been here.
I don't get guys like that. Then they say black women. If they notice all of my content, I never mention race.
Exactly.
So he can't even use that. I never mention race. They mention race to us, how they targeting us. He said, look at what I said. I never said all. I said a large. Well, your percentages are off. Passport men as a whole, there's men who came before us. They don't even mention women at all. They just mention travel. Large percentage. That's anecdotal. You can't use that and then use it as a way to weaponize it in the comment section. Now, if that's your opinion, cool. I'm not going to argue your opinion. Your opinion is going to be wrong if you want to talk about numbers and who's doing what over here. But don't try to peg us like that over here. Because I don't mention race. So you can't even use the black women card over here. The Solo Traveler ORD don't do that. I don't do that. All I do is use their videos on how they talking bad about black men for promoting it. You don't even have to mention women. Just you as a black man promoting travel. Black women have a problem with it. That's them. They mention race. So you want to say who's mentioning race? They do.
Yep. At the same time, they get confused because they think that we're a part of that whole black manosphere stuff that goes on there. That's what all they talk about. Exactly. Because here's the thing: we're extremely different because you know what? Black manosphere, they say all this stuff that they say because they hope to get with the women that's here in the United States. They hope that they will change. Us, we don't care. We gone. So we don't even talk about them.
And anybody could call themselves a rogue person or a person that's meant to do harm could say, I'm part of the black manosphere. That's why I don't use that. I'm part of the manosphere. Exactly. That's why I don't use that. Because anybody can be part of it. But when you say you part of NOMP, NOMP, nothing over my passport, or the Solo Traveler ORD, when you're associated with him or anything he represents, you got to come in a certain light or context or under a certain person to be part of that. And that's what I like. Everybody can't call themselves NOMP. You just can't. You got to come to a certain guy. You got to come to a certain organization. You got to come to a certain person. You got to come to a certain man or whatever you want to say. When the Solo Traveler ORD went, whatever he's a part, you got to come through that. Because if anybody could be let in, that's when it could be bastardized. Or that's when it could be destroyed, or the sick, twisted people could just join it. No, we're smart enough to know this.
Yep, exactly.
That's why we move accordingly.
You know, but if you're getting confused, are you all good, man? But no, but of course, you know, that's all the stuff he's been saying. He talked about, you know, the girls, you know, having kids and all that stuff. Man, we supposed to pick up losers. That's what he wants us to do. You know, he said everybody in South America are losers, but he wants us to pick up losers here. So.
Exactly. Exactly. He called all of them women eating bugs. He just said a whole. He said a whole South America, the entire South America, those women are eating bugs. I bet you this dude Fox had nothing to say about that. He didn't put not one comment in there about that. He didn't say, no, man, he need to stop talking about those women in South America. You know what? He just came over here to target the men. And that's disingenuous. And that's why I don't like people like that. That's why I don't associate myself with people like that. That's being disingenuous.
Exactly.
Call this guy out for naming that a whole South America got nothing but poor people and targeting. He said hundreds of millions of people eating bugs.
They're garbage.
Look, think about this. How many black women do we have in the United States of America?
Millions,
they say you're 14% of them. So you got in South America alone, you got Guyana, you got Colombia full of black people, black women, right? You got Suriname full of black women, right? You have Costa Rica, because you know the part of Costa Rica full of black women, right? You got Brazil full of black women. And we know Brazil, Salvador Bahia, particularly, and several other places. You got a guy who just came on air, targeted millions of black women, way beyond the numbers in the United States of America. You did not once mention that. You came in here and said, yo, you do a video. You see how disingenuous you are, but we smart enough to pick up that bullshit.
Exactly. And especially DR, out of all places.
Yo, you got the wrong crowd over here, bro. We ain't just getting on here talking about women.
No, we talk about this guy over here, which is like I said, this is comedy hour. Fake comedy hour. So I actually, I think the next one, I actually jumped out because I had to ask him the question.
Oh, you did?
I left it at that. Yeah, I had to ask him the question. Here's the question I asked him.
So the solo traveler, what do you have to say on this?
All right. Well, Jessica X, welcome back.
It's good to be back.
Thanks so much for providing this comedy hour with the ignorance. This right here, this took the cake for me. You know what? I enjoy listening to Platinum Elite because you know what? A lot of the stuff he says is just ignorance and just garbage, and it's just hilarious. So my biggest question for him is that since he talked so much about South America and so forth, I want to know what cities have you visited in South America?
No, I don't have no desire to go to a garbage can.
There you go. So he has so much to say about South America, but has never been there.
This sounds crazy. And this is a grown
right
man displaying himself like this for the public. But does anybody know who he looks like or what he looks like? Do anybody ever seen his women? Have anybody ever seen her? Like, he just on the internet talking. He's a nobody.
Exactly. Well, that was a good comedy hour, man. You know what?
It was dope. It was dope. But he gave us content that showed that these dudes are stupid in their arguments. They get online, they target men for going to these particular countries, but they have no information about these particular countries. All they got is hearsay. All they have is their feelings. And last time I checked, you operate from your feelings is a feminine trait. So he's talking about here, talk up in everybody's face and all that. I know you operate like you're feminine because men don't operate like you. They have some type of decorum or discipline to know like, yo, let me go or let me not speak like this or because but again, he's rogue. He's rogue. So of course he want us to have a record or something like that. He want us to get into a physical altercation with him. He said he'll be up at everybody's face calling you weak and all of that type of stuff. You just stay away from people like that. That's it.
But you know, that's all internet talk. You know what I mean? Talking that all that tough stuff. You know, it's like for what? Because we're traveling. Come on.
Yo, he got all that energy because people are traveling, yo. That right there is just
3%.
That right there is just
for the 3%.
Is baffling. He just got all of this crazy energy for the I say is to me, I say is a little under all of the people that's traveling. and you talk about 350 million people, you talk about the people that come here from other countries, I'll say it's about 15% to me. Because if we think about all of the people that's trapped, think about most of the people that's from live in America now for the last past, all of them come from descendants of other countries for the last past hundreds of years. And think about, there was no census then. Yeah, there was no census there. So you took about 300 million people, and many of them are immigrants, or many of them come from immigrants for the last past 40 years. And we know the numbers have grown by the tens of millions of people being here since the 1960s from immigrants, right? And the people that were here before that. So you talk about that. You talk about people from Mexico. You talk about people from over in Asia and stuff like that. When you add it all up, man, it's 15% or more, in my opinion, when you look at everybody that's come here, and when you look at the numbers from the CDC and all of that, those type of places, the Bureau of Labor Statistics, who come in here from other countries getting work and stuff like that, you'll know that there's way more people that come here from other countries or that are not from here who's actually here. So the numbers to me with passports and all of that are way higher than we think.
Oh man, that's I like how you break that whole thing down. Because for me, a lot of times whenever they quote these statistics, is basically about just the foundational Black American and so forth. Like,
yeah, and it's way beyond American.
That. Yeah, exactly. So breaking it down, bringing everybody together, that's a whole nother. Yeah, that changes the whole situation, the whole statistics.
Yeah, because think about it. Who you got tens of millions of people who came in the last 20 years who call themselves African. But when they came here to America, they call themselves Black. So so now you talk about tens of millions of people who y'all think is just 14%. But if you add up them tens of millions, the percentage have gone way up when them people that's calling themselves Black, because they share the same skin color as you, whether a little lighter or darker. You can't tell them Jamaicans or people anywhere from the Caribbean or anywhere from South America or anywhere from Africa. Think about all of the people that call themselves Black now. Just because the government don't see them as Black and they consider this people. There was a guy, and you could go research this yourselves. There was a guy who moved here literally. He moved here from Egypt. Now, if you look at him, he looked Black. When he moved here, guess what he put down? He put down Black. And I'll never forget this, because in my blog talk days, because I used to do blog talk radio, and he fought the United States of America government because they placed him on his actual license and everything as white. He had to
I think I remember hearing about that.
Yes.
I think I remember that.
Yes, that was big years ago. I don't know where he at now, but they made it, and they got mad at him, threatening to send him back to Egypt if he said, no, I'm Black. But look at all of the Hispanics that come here that are not white, and they still put it down. They're still marked as white on government, but people don't talk about that. People don't talk about all of this information that leads to this skewing of numbers. People don't talk about it. These numbers are skewed when you're saying race or category or grouping, whatever they put on it, because the United States control this. So, but go ahead, my bad, bro.
Oh no, you all good, because you know what? Because the sad thing is that, what I hate the fact that what the U.S. government, what they do is that they break us down to different categories. But as we know, as we travel to different countries, they don't do that. It's just about your nationality, and that's it. I have never once flown into any country from Mexico, Colombia, whatever you could think of, Dominican Republic, France, whatever. They have never asked, what is your race? There's no such thing. But that's only here in the United States. So you ever paid attention to that? Whenever you do the immigration, they never ask you that in all these other countries. So only when you come back to the States. And so I just some made up stuff that is like, you know how it is. You know how the States is, but whatever.
Yeah. But go ahead, my bad.
Man. Hey, so when's your next trip out?
I'll probably go to Costa Rica real quick next week. I'll be out of the country again.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm gonna go to Costa. I usually be in San Jose, around that area. So I usually be in San Jose. I might take a drive depending on how the weather is, because I think they're ending pretty soon their winter. What they're known as their winter over there, I think it's ending pretty soon. So depending on how the weather is, we might go to the beach area. They got a million beaches out there, so we might go to the beach area. But I don't want to go to the beach. Yeah, they got some gray sand beaches, and I don't like those. They got a lot of dark sand beaches in Costa Rica, where the sand literally looks gray. So those ain't good to me. So I don't go there. But people go there, they just go there to relax or whatever like that. But I like to go to there different, like what I'm used to. So I might do that. Then I'm trying to figure out when can I go to Asia. When can I go to many of these other countries? I might do Bali. I don't know. I might do Bali. I might do Japan. I don't know. I'm just choosing now what I want to do before the year ends.
Japan. Yeah, Japan. They just lift some of their COVID requirements for entry. So that's a good thing for Japan.
Yeah.
That just happened. Yeah, my sister, she was actually living out there for about 3 years now, and she had to come back because she was had a teaching. It was like a teaching program, whatever, for them out there. So she had a ball out there, man. And I want to go out there myself. Definitely got to go check out Japan for those of you that never been out there. You know, a lot of dope stuff goes on out there. You know, but yo, man, for me, I'm leaving next week. I'm gonna go ahead and do a family trip, so I got to go take a cruise. So nothing spectacular. So.
You taking a cruise?
Yeah, man. You know,
you're lying.
I gotta go celebrate my father's birthday. Yeah, man. So you know, since he out there in Florida, and you know, for them cruises is cheap, so he wanna, you know,
hell yeah.
And
I'm thinking like if I do make a transition, Florida would be the next state that I would, because it's easy to go to South America, Europe, and all. It's so easy to go to the places from Florida. I wish they'd stop treating. I just wish they'd stop treating these hub cities like you got to pay an astronomical fee to go to. I just hate the fact that. But if Florida want to keep it up, I might be coming there, man.
Yo, I've thought about it too many times, man. We got Floridian over here, man. You know, we got Floridian over here, man. Yo, hey, you can't keep me out, homie. Now,
yeah, you ain't keeping me out,
yo, man.
He can say all that what he want, but he ain't keeping me out. But yeah, so that's what I'm thinking about doing, because you could leave anywhere from Florida. You could go to Africa from Florida. You could go to Europe from Florida. Bro, you could go anywhere from Florida for cheap, little or nothing, yo.
Yeah, man. Yo, for me to go to South America, depending on where I go to, I'm looking at about $600, $700, $800 to about $900 for round trip.
Damn.
You know, but for those people out there in Florida, yo, I'll be hearing what, as low as $100, $200, $300. I'm like, yo, man, you know, I wish. And direct flight, because of course, coming from Chicago, I gotta lay over no matter what. You know, I just
you do
Florida because I like, yeah, man, I like coming through Florida, hit Miami, because I feel a lot closer to South America if I hit Miami than going to any other city like, you know, Atlanta or Texas, whatever.
What's your O'Hare International, right?
Yeah. Okay. So with us, you know, we got more international flights going to like Europe and going to Asia. You know, because we
how much it costs to go to Europe?
American.
What's the average flight to that?
Oh man, it depends on what time when you get it. You know, it could cost you about $700-800, or you know, of course, and up depending on the season and so forth. You know, so. But that's the only thing, you know, we have direct flights going out there, but I'm like, maybe I might start going to Asia a little bit more, but man,
if I lived in
South
Florida,
America.
Y'all would see me out the country every other week. If I lived in Florida, I wouldn't have to live in no other country, because I would literally do 100 I'll probably do 100 countries if I lived in Florida. Literally.
Exactly.
It would be easy. January would come. I would book from January to December and pay for everything right away. That's what I would do. if I lived in Florida. Now, everybody ain't like that, but I don't know why. But I would be literally out the country every fucking week if I lived in Florida.
Exactly, yo. You will see me gone.
You know what I mean?
My house would just be storage. I'm paying for a storage unit. That's
Yo,
about it.
I saw the price of how to get from Florida to Portugal. Man, that shit was literally, I caught the trip at $588 to get from Florida straight shot. $588. Yup. That's when I told you they turned me down at the airport. They turned me back. A trip for $588 on Delta. You know, Delta is a subsidiary of what's that airline? TAP So
I know they're big out there. That's their like their market, you know, over there in Europe.
France Airline, France Air or something like that. Also, I think that's a subsidiary of France Air or something like that. J. Claude would know, but they turned me back when I went to the airport. I got the trip for $588, yo. So I'm like, you can't beat that. He said my flights to Medellin are usually around $250.
Man, I'm hating
$250 to go to Medellin.
Man, I'm gonna talk shit to you in the WhatsApp group, man. You over here studying.
Yo, he is.
Yo, man. Yo, we got podcasts talking about, you know, Solo Traveler FL. I changed my name. You damn right, I'm gonna change my name when I move.
Yo.
Nah, it's gonna be MIA. You know, it's gonna be reference to Miami International Airport.
Wait, so what does ORD stand for?
That's the O'Hare Airport. That's the airport code.
Oh, that's the code, right?
Yep.
Oh, I figured that. Okay. This traveler, solo traveler ORD for hilarious, man.
Yeah,
J. Claude is
representing
funny,
Chicago. Yeah, representing Chicago every time I dip out. You know what I mean?
Yo, because it's difficult. When Marcus A. Brown, he used to be around. When he did the trip to Brazil that one time, man, he told me all the stuff that he had to do to get to Brazil. I was like, man. And he only stayed there for like 4 days. I think 3 days. He was going in 3 days. So all of that for 3 days, man. He regretted it. But he had a blast, but he regretted it. So, but to each his own.
Exactly, man. He's over here showing out with the 250, man. Ain't nobody trying to hear that stuff, man. I ain't trying to see that. You know, when I first started going to Medellin, it cost me. It was like 6-7 years ago. It used to cost me $400 round trip. I got as low as $345, I think it was, maybe about $340. No, $320. $320 was the lowest I ever seen it. You know, I first started going over there.
How many hours?
It was actually cheaper to go to. For me, it's 6 hours. So I do 6-7 hours. I do about 3 hours and 45 minutes from Chicago to Miami. Then another 2 hours 45 minutes to 3 hours to Medellin. So I had that whole thing, you know, booked out. I knew it was like how much time I should, you know, which flight I'm going to take to get there and everything. So
that's crazy. It take me 8 hours to get to Brazil. So you about 2 hours off where I'm there. You could go all the way to Brazil for that. Damn.
Yeah. No, that was just for Medellin. I was spending $300 for that. But now, if you look at tickets, it's about $700-800.
Hey, but the cheapest flight I ever got to Brazil, was $347 on Delta.
Nice.
On Delta, top quality airline, I was able to get the ticket for $347. And I couldn't believe it. Yo. I was like, yo, this has got to be fake. And I went on there, paid for it. Flight was real.
Nice, man. How long ago was that? That had to be like 4 or 5 years ago.
No, that was like 2 years ago.
Oh, during the pandemic.
Yeah. My TV broke.
Yeah, man. Because, during the pandemic, coming out of Chicago, going to because I went down to Mexico at one point, and flying out of Chicago to go to what was that? Yeah, coming out of Chicago, going to what that city down there right next to TJ, San Diego. Yo, those flights used to be $400, but during the pandemic, I got a round trip for $100. I was like, what?
Yeah, people wasn't flying.
Out there one time.
Yeah, people was not flying. So I'm like, how can you knock people for getting these discounts and moving like that? That's crazy to me. But we moving in the right direction, man. I'm proud where all this is going. I'm gonna keep going out the country, as y'all know. I'm about to go to Costa Rica, so that's fun to me. And then,
yes, sir.
Like the beaches are fun. The people are. I see be out there, and the motherfucker, you come around. He got a Desert Eagle about this big sitting on the table out there in Costa Rica. You come in that spot if you want, he's gonna hit you with one of them 50 cal.
Hit you right between the eyes, shit.
Yo, he be asking me, man, you could carry it. I was like, I am not putting my fingerprints on that shit. So, but yeah, man, you need.
Gregor got jokes.
He said, y'all still alive? Yeah, Gregor, we still here, bro. Gregor got jokes. And I don't understand why he don't why he don't link his channel that he needs people to subscribe to. That's so weird how he coming from a channel that has no subscriptions or everybody. Like, that's weird that he don't see as one of his main. He just always keep going from Gregor 712. Go live or anytime you go to everybody chat, you got. But Gregor don't give it. Like, he give a damn later, but then on the back end he give a damn, but on the front end he act like he don't care.
Yeah, I know a couple people like that, man. You know, it's like whatever. I get to it. You know. But I was like that a little bit too beforehand when I was when I first started off, just starting the whole business and everything of YouTube, because you know how it is, but you don't think that you're gonna do much, I'm just gonna go with the flow, see what's going on, man. He paid $250 from Atlanta to man. Joe, I ain't trying to hear that. Man. If I had a smack over here, no, smack sound effect, y'all be here.
Damn. $250, but how long did he have to do that flight? He probably had to do it for like 15 hours.
Damn, yeah, because you flying out of Delta to. So wait a minute. So if you flying Delta, I'm thinking that Delta can fly straight from Atlanta.
Well, if he got one of them websites that do them several different tickets, then you could have said that, yeah. But most of the time he's using Spirit or American Airlines or even United, because United go over there. Avianca go over there also. So he probably using one of those.
Yeah, because I'm thinking like, if he was Spirit, okay, that's cool. He could fly from Atlanta to Fort Lauderdale down there. If you flying Delta, I'm thinking that you'll go from Atlanta to Bogota, then you're going to get another flight to Medellin. So yeah, man, if you do United, I think it's the same thing. You might have to go from Atlanta to Bogota, and you have to cross over that way. Yeah, he was in Spirit. He going down that way.
Yeah, because Spirit, you got to do Spirit do these layovers and all that. I'm not doing all that. I like to go to my destination right away and get it over with. That's just me. I like to go to my destination and get it over with. Yeah, because Delta goes to a lot of places Delta goes to a lot of places in South America I don't hear nobody talking about. Like, it's rare that I hear people talking about like these different countries that Delta go to. So I'm gonna start flying to these countries.
But they got their market, because Delta market is international is Europe. American is South America, while United is Asia. So they got their nicks and hands and everything. But Delta, they just came up and picked up what was it? Was it LATAM?
Yeah, they did.
No, Avianca's with it was LATAM. Yeah, they stole that from American. So that's how they're making it move out there to South America. So they picked up.
Well, LATAM. American picked up Gold.
Gold. So I don't know what airline that is.
GOL is an airline in Brazil.
Oh, okay.
It's like a major airline in Brazil. Yeah.
Really. Man, it's interesting to see how a lot of these, airlines, how they work with the system to try to expand to different markets and so forth. I'll be going, talking to my brother who worked for the airlines. That's why I be, getting all this information. And I'll be like, shit, that's that's some deep ass information there, you know. So that's how I know how to try to move around, get a certain, you know, markets and so forth. You know, which airline to take. You see here,
yeah, but
here.
I'm trying to read. I was trying to read what Gregor was saying.
Follow one. Yeah, man. But hey, man, I gotta have you back. We gotta do another show, man. You know, I'm glad that we finally made this happen. A whole year.
Yeah, I gotta bring you and Andre over to my channel and try to link up a time when we can. But with all of these, my book sales. I just want to say this, YeshJonas.com. My book sales took I don't know what been happening in the past few, but my book sales have taken off. I want to thank all of you all for purchasing the books. I'm shocked at how many sales. I want to thank you all for subscribing to the channel. I went from 1,190 subscribers ever since this started happening. I'm now at 3,700, and man, that's crazy. In a few weeks, I went through a couple thousand people. So I want to thank all you all, and again, I appreciate it, and I'm glad you all joined the stream. I'm glad that to have Solo Traveler ORD had me over here. Man, shout out to him. Y'all keep supporting his channel. And I want to thank you for all bringing me over here tonight. But just shout out to all of y'all. Shout out to the t-shirt sales, the the Solo Traveler ORD. He got on one of the shirts and Passport We Trust. He supported, He supported the shirt. Look at that, man.
Representing.
So thank you for buying my shirt, bro. Thank you for always throughout the years being interested. We go when him and I want to exchange information, we WhatsApp each other all the time if we got something to say. Mike, same thing. Like cats like that, you see, when we got something to say, we talk, we don't, but we'll always come back together. And man, thank you for having me here, bro. And man, I hope your audience got a good message from this.
Yeah, man. Hey, I gotta tell you, man. Thanks for showing up as well, man. And I gotta tell you this, man. This is the longest stream I've done on my channel.
Shut the hell up.
I think this is the longest I ever done a stream, because usually I cut it off at about an hour or about an hour and a half.
You ain't cutting off an hour with me.
So that's why a lot of people probably in and out, because they're like, damn, this still going on? Yeah, man, because I be cutting. I'm like, I gotta go. I'm like, no, man.
You ain't cutting out. You
like,
should have never brought me on here.
Exactly.
I can talk.
I already knew this was going to happen, so I'm like, come on through, man. Everything's all good. Have a good time.
Man, again, thank you, whatever like that. Shout out to everybody. Peace out, man. Anytime we could do this on my channel, man, I'm going to hit you up. We just got to make the time happen.
All right, man. Thanks again, man. Thanks, man. Hey, guys, don't forget subscribe to Yesh Jonas, man. Go hit him up. Brazil Yesh. Hit him up. His link. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna put it in the chat one more time.
You gonna put it in the
guys.
Chat?
Yeah, put it one more time for them so they could get that information. Because you know what? Go subscribe to the brother. He is doing big things. Tell you, man. Go hit him up.
Shout out to he got the TikTok in there. That's crazy. Brazil, he got the exact TikTok in there. The dot. Y'all got to make sure of you. The dot. Go to the channel. Man, shout out to everybody that's watching. Peace out, Solo Traveler ORD, man. We'll get up.
All right, cool, man. And I'm going to holler back at you guys.